Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the EU Shadowjade Solo Cup. All roads lead to Worlds. Our whole year amounts to this. I am Raven PLZ. I'll be bringing you that expert analysis, and I am joined by the magnificent creatives. Today's going to be really exciting, creatives. I'm super excited to see the boys compete out there, all of EU. It's been a long, long road. I've been really impressed by all the guys. It's too close to call of who I would say the favorites. Obviously, I'm going to be rooting for the BWG boys, but everyone in EU has come such a long way. The region as a whole is way more competitive than I've ever seen throughout the 3 years of playing Naraka, and I'm excited to see who is going to be representing EU in CN this year.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it even better, Raven. Every time we in here watching the EU region play and the solos is super close. You got to do the quick math on your head in the last and final games with how close the leaderboard is in the previous summer challenges and spring challenges. It's always a blast watching the European region go at it. And today is the day we crown our first winners to go ahead and punch their ticket on over to Worlds. So today's a big, massive day for a lot of these players who have been working towards that goal at the end of the year, that which we unfortunately are now. But fortunately for two players that are going to be punching in that ticket, and we have some familiar names on the board as well. So it's gonna be a bit it's gonna be a toss-up to see who's gonna be able to take this one home today. We do have previous world players competing as well. Spinach in the mix, Zay, Wooey. I mean, it's gonna be very interesting to see everybody going at it again. And we have other players showing up, Rex in the mix as well, Yak, Lexin. I mean, it's gonna be a very, very competitive day. So I'm super excited to see everybody going at it right now. But 6 games, Raven, to crown our first winners to Worlds. How excited are you, man?
I'm super excited, but first we're gonna check out the overview for today. We will be having the old school points multiplier going to this. For game 1, we're going to be going to Perdorio though. Game 2, Hallroth. Game 3, Morris. Back to Perdorio, then Hallroth, then Morris. I got to say the maps out loud because I'm not going to lie, creatives. A lot of the times the map rotation gets mixed up between the NBPL group stage and then NBPL finals. And between our tournaments, always slightly different. Now, looking at the prizes for today, these are going to be the biggest prizes for the year, totaling 8,500. But the coveted prize of going to Worlds, 3,000 for first, plus the J-Cup spot. Second, 1,600, plus the J-Cup spot. All the way down to 12th place, getting a decent chunk of cheddar. All of these guys battled throughout the year. There isn't a single person in the top 12 of EU that hasn't played a handful of these tournaments moving forward. But yeah, going to CN, all expenses paid for, your plane ticket, your hotel, just the ride, the experience, going over there. Man, I cannot lie, creatives. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and whoever gets to go for EU this year. Last year, it was Wooey and Ryomen. Who will it be this year?
Ooh, today we are gonna find out. We do have, once again, this is something I always need to remember as well, is because the map pools and the time of days always do change. But for game number 1, looks like we are gonna start off with that Firefly spawn map, I believe in Emetide, looking like a Firefly spawn for that map. And then we're going to go ahead and take our sunny day games and then swap on over back to a morning Perdoria and into our Firefly map games for game 5 and 6. And I haven't really seen the EU region with all these new elements implemented into the game, like Keelan in the mix. I mean, Keelan has been shown in the Pro League that has been a very, very strong powerhouse of a character, of the fist blades as well. Now with the nerf still though, an incredible weapon. We're gonna take a quick look at all the players competing today, trying to make it to that top 2, to try to make it to Worlds, the J-Cup. This is what everybody has been working for throughout the whole year, and this is our lineup. We have Wooey. I mean, no introduction for Wooey nor Zay. Zay have already been going to for Worlds for both solos and trios, representing BWG. Rex is in the mix as well. Rex has been a very, very strong player. I believe might be the newest player in here that has started scrimming, but needless to say, He's been putting in a lot of work, and he's a very, very strong player. B-Gene as well. B-Gene has been winning some of the scrims as well. Yak, Lexin, Ryomen, Tizzy, Tacky, Spinach. I mean, it's just all these names. If you're familiar with the EU region, no one really needs an introduction, and it's going to be a very fun game to watch today.
Yeah, a lot of goats in the top 12. I was really excited to see Tacky make it through. Shout out to Tacky for giving us all those pro VODs. But Ryomen as well, representing last year. He pulled off one of the craziest upsets last year. Ryomen, traditionally just a trios player, really showed everyone last year with his pole sword and his Feria. Who will show up this year? Now, we could say who the typical favorites are for the last couple tournaments. Yak, Zay, B-Gene, Rex, all have been in the consistent top 4, showing up every single time. But I always tell everyone, when it comes to Morris, when it comes to the brightest lights, you lose a lot of your skill because of the pressure, because you know it's for everything right now. The reason why we say winning the other scrims is just a scrim. Scrim is for practice. This is what the scrims are meant for. So today, under the brightest lights, which player for EU is going to represent? Only 2 get through. Now, maybe next year it'll be 3, but just 2 will be going forward. I cannot wait to see who's going to represent EU. A lot of trios players, a lot of solos players, both sides representing EU. Wooey, Ryomen, Yak, Zay, B-Gene, Lexin, all of these guys play trios as well. So we're going to see them today, and we're going to see them tomorrow. It's going to be a fun time. Now, you were saying earlier, Creatives, EU on the new maps. I believe the last scrim, they definitely have played on the new maps, so they got their feet wet. And we saw a little bit of nuance, just as we always get from EU. A lot of the guys trying out new things, and we're going to be jumping right into the action. Off spawn, we're going to get Wooey versus Lexin. Creatives, take it away.
That was a big elimination there for Wooey off drop. Already picking out elimination onto Lexin. Now, playing Keeling for his first game of the day, is off to try to use his strong character here in the Firefly map here in Predoria. We see him. Now remember, this was what Raven was talking about. I was in your stream, Raven. You were saying you can't be playing in those zone 1 zones and going in there and picking up those resources from the circle. And we saw Wooey there trying to do that in that situation. Xiao now on the Justina for game 1. Ryomen on the chase. We have another player in the mix as well, B-Gene. It's a 3-way scrap off. Justina here for Xiao. V2 running at this Justina right now, so they are going to have only 2 dashes for their name.
Zhao is actually a new CN player that moved to EU. I believe he was top 100 on the CN ladder. We're going to get him on the V2 Justina like you were mentioning. B-Gene taking him for a ride, welcoming to EU. A little bit of that toothpicking with the longsword, but Ryomen coming in with his pole sword, looking for the RB, not able to land it though. Zhao under a ton of pressure, going to be investing his combo break. Kylan is going to invest his ult, taking him for a car crash, but Ryomen is going to yoink the kill, getting his first kill. Also picking up B-Gene, 2-for-1 deal off spawn. He has to be feeling good for this off spawn. Now, Kylan has been overperforming in the NBPL and even throughout the scrims for NA and EU. This open ground reminds me of the old days when Akos was first released and he was getting a ton of value on the holo route. Now it looks like Ryomen is going to be picking up some Jades, setting up. I know a lot of this map's macro, a lot of this map's looting path still is not solidified. The map is absolutely huge, so I cannot wait to see what little nuances we are going to get from the guys today.
And that was crazy there from Ryomen. I mean, picking up 2 on the board early on, that is a very, very nice start for himself. And we saw just how much pressure Keeling can just apply to these players, especially in a very confined location that they're right underground. It's just a lot of pressure, but Rex going at it 1, 2, 3 here with the fist plates against Dino. Dino triple tap dodging out of there, trying to go for the ship parry, does not manage to do so. The R&B focus connects. The second one is going to get parried there from Dino. Now overholding it with the blue fan. Now has lots of pressure headed towards him, but it looks like Rex is gonna off to just let him go in for a quick reset as well as for himself, topping off that blue armor there for Rex. Now scrap out rear immersion. Nice little turn back there off the follow-up there for Dino, but now he's going to eat up the damage off the LMB focus there from the fist blades. Jump LMB. It's a bit of love tap there into the LMB as well. Now F is on cooldown for Dino. Rex has to open it. He needs him to go ahead and swap quickly on over to the nunchucks. Both Leons popping that ultimate as well. Overholding back-to-back RBs. Connects the triple as well there for Dino. Into the F, into the V2 as well. And Rex is going to fall for this. And Dino coming in hot here for game number 1.
Big clutch and upset coming out from Dino on the Liam. He has to be feeling good on that one. Rex absolutely dominant in the EU scene, holding rank 1 on Smurfs, on his main account, in Immortal War, in normal rank. So for him falling out, this is what I was talking about, creatives. Today is the day. Yeah. Anyone can do well today, I would say, in this lobby. I mean, we have the favorites who've been in the top 5, Yak being one of them. He's definitely coming to form going into this tournament. And right now is really when you want to peak on this tournament, so you can get those top 2 spots, because there is no other tournament unless we got an Astral Cup for EU this year. Shoutouts, maybe we'll get that Astral Cup. But Yak also on the Kylan moving out, and this was something I loved about Yak's play leading into this tournament. He was very methodical, no really leaks in his gameplay. He could play Yang, he could play slow, he could recover his game if something went wrong. There was really no weakness to his game that we saw, and he was probably the most consistent out of all the players. Traditionally, his game was very focus heavy, didn't really have a deepened playbook, but now after studying a bunch, he's completely a different player. He still has that focus line, but he has a lot more catches, a lot more dodging techniques. So I'm excited to see what he has stored, because today all the ace cards are coming out. Nothing is going to be left on the table. All the gatekeeping leads to this. What do you have to show me today, EU?
Right here, all these players are now posting up for that first Roma Yang. We can see Roman with 2 on the board. You have 4 players with 1, Taki being in that mix as well. We are going to have our first Roma Yang of the day here for the EU region. Tizzy B. Jean posted up on the bottom hand side of the Roma Yang. Zay as well, already picking up his ticket for the Roma Yang. Looks like it's going to be Wooey trying to contest some on the Keelan against a hottie here for Zay. And you know, these are the staple characters that we see in the Pro League as well. The hotties, the Liams, the Keelans, the top 3 characters currently right now in this meta have been picked now already. We see it here from Zay. B-Gene had 2 as well. Well, B-Gene had Keelan. So you know, these characters are not a surprise, and this is really no strat as well on the hottie, popping that ultimate, going up high, trying to create this space to wait out that Yang pass timer. As we see here, Zay with 15 still currently, all the way up to the skies, trying to grapple to make sure he can secure his slot into the Roma Yang. Wooey still on the bottom hand side. We're gonna have to wait and see. It looks like around the map we do have some people getting aggressive against other players with the Yang pad. Zay has been able to go inside, and looks like it's gonna be a Wooey versus Zay. And this is a previous year Worlds qualifier into the last year's World qualifier, Roma Yang right here, Raven.
Yeah, big fight going on. Both of these guys, the position 1 of their respective trios teams as well. We're gonna get Zay landing on top of the pillar versus Wooey. Wooey spending no time getting right in there into Zay's face. Gonna get the scale rush into the LMB uppercut, puts him against the wall. Zay's gonna ult, is gonna be forced out. He's gonna take this guy's trying to get a reset here and to get a heal. Wooey is gonna pop his ultimate already. Zay dive bombs in, able to dodge the first slash, but he has to buy some time right now. A minute and 20 seconds is not gonna be going off to heal off. V2 is gonna get a little bit of burn damage for Wooey. Nice accurate slashes coming in. Zay's gonna have to pop his combo break. He is going to get juggled, sent flying across. Now Wooey has him against the ropes after he's going to be invested.
Wow.
And with the combo break, Wooey is going to get that nice tag. But moving over to Ryoman versus Dino. We're going to get a nice reset here. Creative, take it away.
Ryomen against Dino. Looks like a Liam v Keelan this time around. Both ults are gone already. Since the LMB follow up there from the fan. Tries to catch the wake up now. LMB prior for Dino. F invested there for the killing to avoid the full damage. Since the R&B into the F take back there as well. Trying to set the 1-2-3. Nice weave there from Ryomen. He does manage to get the last hit as well. And Dino is going to have that Yang depletion timer. Ryomen is going to get the armor upgrade plus the weapon upgrade in his inventory now. What is going to be the gold weapon? And this is what sets up a lot of these players up for success on the skill department. Winning your first run with Yang to be able to get that big heavy weapon of the gold rarity that each run drops. Now, Taki, on the Tessa, and Tessa's a very interesting pick. Did see DRG's Fong being one of those first players playing out those Tessas in these games and has found a lot of success back in the Pro League these previous week, as well as T225. And both of those days that I've watched those players play Tessas against a stacked lobby with the Hotties, Liams, and Keelans, I mean, the Tessa has been putting up really good numbers. So I feel like Tessa is one of those characters that might be up there right below the top 3 depending on the situation. Obviously, we still have our Justinas and Mataris in the mixes as well. So, you know, I feel like that character could be a nice little counter, but it's just this hyper aggression meta right now with the Keelan and the Hotties and the Liams. It's just a very fast paced play style, but Ryomen against Spinach. This is a Matari v Keelan in this situation here, Raven.
Yeah, Ryomen has to be feeling good, and this is what happened last year. Ryomen just really casual. My man's a full 9-to-5 worker, but he loves Naraka. Doesn't really sit down and grind with solos, just prefers playing trios, but he came up big last time, and he's coming up big right now on the day 1. Already up to 3 kills. Will it be a 4th kill versus Spinach? Oh my goodness, we get the parry on the V2 teleport. Spinach regretting his decisions, getting put in the car crash, but Ryomen down to 1 HP, and Spinach is gonna clutch it. Vermilion's buff is up, so it's all good, but what a play from Spinach to have the presence of mind to throw the Hail Mary focus attack and survive the car crash.
That was a crazy scrap off right between both of those players. We nearly saw it going through Ryomen's way. Unfortunate enough, gets caught up off the last TP. Reads the first one, and that is something I predicted as well after some time that Matari was out. I know those free focuses off the TP was just very annoying to deal with a lot of players, but now with just how she's been in the chains for quite some time now, a lot of players already can read those TP focuses, especially if they see you charging up. And we have seen some sorts of mix-ups where people are trying to delay the release on that to avoid getting parried on the Matari, but still, Spinach now, gold weapon. He's gonna pick up a gold longsword, or a gold staff, sorry, off his realm of Yang earlier. I believe Ryomen had one as well, but Vermilion's birds might for Ryomen. He's not able to snag up the second one for now, but this time around on the Matari, trying to get active. And we have a couple players in this area right now. Zay in the mix, Rex, Dino. I believe Dino still has, or Rex, sorry, still has that Yang depletion timer on his back. We're gonna have to wait and see, but Spinach, Lexin, it's a 3-way scrap on the top of the roof right now. Overholding the F, trying to get some damage in. Spinach, seeing if he can find some sorts of eliminations here. Zay and Lex is still going at it. Looks like Spinach is gonna go ahead and take a quick little reset and hit this fire depleter thing just to make sure he can secure his spot inside the Roman Yang. Lots of players, all these players are gonna go ahead and fight for this ticket. You gotta be real careful picking up this pass in this area with so many players up. Lexin already invested this Keelan ultimate. Zay trying to retreat in the back end. And Keelan, I mean, it's just a lot of pressure with this character, especially. This is a 9-second countdown, by the way, here for Lexin. It's about to go out to Yang depletion. This is super unfortunate for him if he's not able to cleanse in 2 seconds. And it looks like this is going to be Lexin's game 1. Super unfortunate way to go out. Spin is still going at it in the back end, overholding the F. Does have the pass with 20 seconds remaining. He's still going to have tons of pressure thrown his way between Dino and Rex.
Yeah. Unfortunate for Lexin, 15 seconds left, but now Rex, Zay also needs a soul room right now, needs to cleanse right now. Spinach up to 4 kills on the Matari, has that ticket, setting up the gold staff on decks. Can Zay find the cleanse right now? Spinach doing a good job of delaying this, and there's gonna be no free Yangs today. Everyone's contesting the portal. You get in there, you're gonna be able to have that chance at the gold armor, the gold weapons, getting a huge power spike, and it looks like we're gonna get Spinach versus Yak. Now, Spinach did represent EU at the last Koi Cup in CN. Yak, the previous winner of the last scrim, tons of momentum going in. Who's gonna take it? This Yang, we're gonna get Kylan versus Matari. Yak with the patented opening up with the dodge focus attack. Now Spinach has already burned his F, doesn't get the combo break out of Yak. Yak is going to hold through that staff stagger again, looks for the light attack and the parry. Nice mix-up coming out from both of these guys. 1, 2, 3, enjoying Yak, putting Spinach against the wall. And now Spinach on his last leg. He still has to deal with his Kylan ult. We still haven't seen a Matari ult coming out. Lots of chip damage coming out. Who is going to be popping this ult first? Yak still not looking to pop the ult, able to deny the F2 from Spinach. Now Yak finally pops the ultimate. RMB's gonna come out from Spinach to get a little bit of space. Yak looking to land. It looks like it's V1 though. He gets the nice 3-piece, and Spinach will fall to Yak.
Wow, that's a crazy play there from Yak. Running the V1. Lots of these players are super not comfortable, I would say, but more they expect more the V2 opposed from the V1. But the V1 has tons of mix-ups as well. If you're able to catch that first for charge attack from that ultimate. Spinach now with 5 minutes, trying to see he can pick elimination onto Rex. Looks like Rex is super low already, and a final hit there off the F there, but it looks like Zay is gonna pick up the elimination there, not Spinach. Still, Spinach is gonna be able to cleanse that Yang depletion timer. Looks like he came out of the realm of Yang Gates and found a little third party between Zay and Rex, and unfortunate enough for Rex, he is going to fall, but Spinach back into game number 1. Nice skeleton still off of the first round with that gold longsword, purple armor as well. But yeah, the V1 Keelan, very interesting pick as well. We rarely see it, but very exciting to see it here in the big stage here for the EU region. Zay on the hottie once again.
Did cleanse. He could have misclicked and it went V1 instead. Xiao Yuan, even in NBPL, did accidentally misclick the V1. In general, most people go V1 over V2 for Kylan just because of how responsive the double charges. The charge up for V1 Kylan, even though you get a nice combo out of it, the startup is a little bit slower, so it's easier to dodge. But I mean, we still see Yak, even in that Yang, find the kill, find landing it very easily. So we'll have to see if Yak picks Kylan again, if that V1 is intentional. We still have Spinach trying to make his way, trying to find a soul cleanse, but wait a second, he did cleanse his soul. Wooey has been probing, poking up, seeing the vibes on Spinach. Now Matari trying to make his way to endgame. 6 people alive. Will it slow down and go to heal off, or will we just keep up this blistering pace? Half the lobby already down. Wooey coming in hot with the grab. Is going to find a nice one too. We're going to get the staff ditto. Spinach versus Wooey. Spinach trying to buy some time, trying to create some space to find a nice spot to pop the F2, but it looks like Wooey does have Yang depletion. We still got 3 minutes, so a lot of time to work with. Will Wooey be able to close this out on the Spinach, or will Spinach time him out for the next 2.5 minutes?
Yes, Wooey's gonna have that pressure now. 2 minutes and a half and counting. Spinach, the army focused on the side of this terrain with the gold staff as well. Got a couple of them out currently here on the field for game number 1. Now, looks like he is gonna get a call. There was another player in the back end. I believe it was Tacky roaming around. Not sure if Wooey did spot that player off the bell, but Spinach being a big nuisance here for Wooey, making sure he does not catch any sorts of priors. And with the pressure that Wooey's applying towards Spinach right now, he has to know some sorts of Yang depletion timer is going at it right here for Wooey. But Chop's very low in the back end. Zay quickly readjusting here. Sees Wooey very weak. Since the RB focus are off the purple longsword, that's big damage in the corner now. LB Prior F caught in there from Zay into the jump LMB ×2. And Wooey's gonna fall for this. Zay is able to pick up another elimination on the board. And I'm not sure how many he has right now, but he has been putting in those eliminations and he is gonna get out of this situation. Look how fast everybody's starting to move on in. And this is where you do not want to be called out. once a lot of these players hear anything, they are going to start moving in quickly to try to take that third party elimination off of whoever started their aggression. But Spinach still up with 4 currently here for game number 1. It's a massive amount of eliminations already for day 1, or for game 1 I should say. And you know, it's a little different here, Raven, because we do have a multiplier difference compared to how the Pro League and everything else is set up, where, you know, first place gives you that multiplier apart from everybody else. But right now here for the Shadowjade Cup, it's a different format.
I'm surprised to see the actual multiplier, just because leading into scrims, I believe we went to no multiplier already. So we'll have to, I'm gonna double check the rules between games, just because it does change your overall mindset and tactics for the tournament. You have to play very, very kill heavy. You can't really just play for placement where you're gonna look for 1 or 2 kills in that end game and get a little bit more multiplier because of it. Now, Zay was able to clutch it up versus Wooey. Wooey got the best of him inside Yang. Zay gets the last tag, surviving, moving forward, and Zay up to 2 kills. Ryoman, I believe, up to 4. Spinach is also up to 4. We got Taki with Yak. And now, Taki did have a huge clutch up in semis. On the back of his Tessa. I was really, really impressed of how much work Taki has put in to his Tessa. He also got to fill in for HX at the last Koi Cup. You definitely see in his gameplay, he's a lot more calm, a lot more collected, a lot more decisive in these end games. And it's no surprise to me that he's going to be part of the first top 5 of this game 1 for the EU Shadowjade. Now, normally things do slow down right here. A lot of these players want to patiently play out their end game. In this current meta, we're always going to see a Kylan, we're always going to be seeing a Hadi, we're always going to be seeing a Matari for these end games. So whoever has the best solution to this question will be performing best. We're going to get this first Spirit Well, and Yak is going to be holding down the center with the Dragon War. He does end up getting the buff. Zay looks for the last second skill, not able to land it, and Yak is going to have that coveted Tiger's buff, plus a nice armor reset. And this is one of the key points we've seen in the solos meta. Whoever gets this buff significantly has a big advantage to claim those top 2 spots.
Yeah, we've seen this time and time again. And with Dragon's Roar and cold nunchucks, I mean, he can apply tons of pressure, and Zay already feeling some of it right now, trying to scatter on out. And I did want to ask you, how do you feel about the Tessas? I'm not sure if you've seen Fong player or T225, but when they were played her, they were countering these characters pretty well. How do you feel about the Tessa right now for these games?
I think she is a really, really strong pitch. She's a good counter to the Hadi. Hadi has one of the hardest times right now. She also is one of the best characters for multi-way third party. Even though her ult is nerfed to 60%, you still got 2 of them in the chambers. It's a little bit of like a double barrel instead of like a pump action shotgun. You know what I mean? We got to wait for that second shot. But the second shot is going to be coming out, so you can pick up 1 Firefly and find those 2 ults and a ton of value. Now, Yak did put on a ton of pressure onto Zay, forcing out that ultimate. A lot of terrain for Zay to work with, but the rest of the lobby is going to see that Hadi ult come out. So Zay's going to have to fade a little bit of pressure moving forward from everyone else. And what's funny, creatives, is this map was the first map for Koi Cup, or this area actually, with the wall and everything. We're seeing the same mix of characters. Spinach was here actually before in the same exact end game. I'm getting a ton of deja vu, and it looks like Spinach is going to be jumping onto Zay. Will Zay be able to survive?
Oh, that was a lot of pressure thrown towards Zay's way. He drops very low, as we saw. Spinach already full chasing down Yak as well, trying to see he can pick up this elimination. Currently with 1 here for game number 1. In the back end, Zay now investing the F in the bank, clips him, I believe, and he is gonna be taken out. Spinach with the last and final hit. He also picks up the Soul Bloom. 1, 2, 3 now. Matari ultimate invested. Dragons were called in here for Yak. Spinach now trying to go pop the F there to avoid any source of damage off those gold nunchucks. Spinach is gonna continue to create some space in the back end. Taki still up. We have another player in the mix as well. Ryomen, Zay, Spinach, Yak, and Taki being our 4 players up currently still for this game. Spinach, double musket shot there for Yak. Big damage now. TP's into the R&B focus. Gets the damage. Yak now still trying to apply the pressure. Knows that Matari ultimate is about to go down pretty soon. Not sure if anybody else has the same information as he does though. So now, neutral game still happening for both players. Spinach being a big nuisance right now for Yak with some good movement. Make sure he does not get caught up. It looks like they're going to keep taking the same route underneath, up top of the roof, continue the route. But Yak does finally catch up to him. Called in the F once again to create a little bit of distance. And there goes the Tesla ultimate. And this could be bad here for Spinach here, Raven.
Taki coming in hot. He's been patient the entire time. Now he's jumping into action, catching Spinach with the Tesla ultimate. Will he be able to get that confirmed? Yak sitting pretty with the gold armor, has the reset, has nice terrain, but Ryomen, if Ryomen takes this round, he's up to 4 kills. So is Spinach. Both of these guys with that nice multiplier. He's going to be jumping up big. Yak with the nunchucks, the gold nunnies, still hasn't popped his ultimate. There's a lot of terrain for Spinach to work with. He's been able to kite out the situation, but he hasn't been able to heal up his armor. No ultimate to his name. Somehow he survives a Tesla ult from Taki. Now on top of the ropes, Taki's going to keep up that pressure on the Spinach. Ryomen's going to see the lobby focusing the Matari, but now Yak dropping down, smacking Ryomen in the side of the head. We saw, and that's what I'm saying, creatives. We saw a lot of movement errors coming out from Yak. This is the first game. Everyone's warming up. The nerves are settling in. Can Yak tighten it up? Make sure to stay on focus, close out some of these kills. He has a big advantage right now. He seems to be taking a break on this aggression.
Yes, and Taki does eliminate Spinach. Ooh, nice little F read there for Yak. Taki now gonna go ahead and continue his movement here. He's gonna send the LMB focus here for Yak. Gets a lot of damage off the gold nunchucks. You see the armor just quickly being eliminated there. Catches grapple bump to the air R&B. Now Taki does catch Yak off this Tesla ultimate. Quick interaction as well. No source of pressure there from Taki. We got Overcomer out for one of the players as well. I heard the horses in the back end, and Taki now trying to reposition. Yak has the call though. Overholding. He's fishing for this Dragon's Warrior. He's been trying to get this all in game long currently so far. And on top side, Ryomen now with the gold pulse sword is gonna be able to put up a lot of damage. Some way he's gonna eat up the damage, and there it is. The shift parry there for Ryomen onto Taki, and Taki drops very low. And now who's gonna be able to pick up the elimination onto Taki? Tesla ultimate invested there once again for Taki onto Ryomen and Yak. Both players have to quickly interact. Does not be able to get a lot of distance. Pistol shots connect here for Ryomen. Taki now does manage to pop one powder in. Yak as well, still trying to see if he can pick up the elimination here. It's not gonna be an easy task. Tesla's still kiting around, but Ryomen is trying to find his elimination on the board for the 5th one, currently with 4 right now for game number 1.
Now we saw this last year, Ryomen with the pulsar, and he's doing it again with the Overcomer, looking for a nice triple charge, but Yak still has Dragonborn, gets a 1-2. Does he get the 3? Does send the 1-3, knocks Ryomen off. They're both fighting for this last hit. Yak's gonna be able to get it with the Dragonborn. Now we're down to the 1v1 for the first game for EU's Shadowjade. Yak is gonna get the block. He's gonna send it into Ryomen with the Dragonborn. Ult's gonna be coming out. Yak does pop his F, pops his ultimate. Both these guys gonna duke it out on the new character, on the new map. Kylan versus Kylan. Slashes are coming out. Back and forth. Both of these guys gonna be hitting each other, getting them super low, but Yak is gonna take it out of nowhere, just snapping him out of existence.
Wow, that is a crazy game. I mean, we saw the eliminations a little bit there at the end, and it was between a 3 to 5 there for the top 5. So you know that multiplier is gonna come out. It's gonna come out big for those players who have made it there with the base points as well. But what a game 1 there for the EU region here for the Shadowjade Cup in Predoria. I mean, nothing too crazy that I saw on the character picks, but that is going to conclude our game number 1. We're going to take a short break. Once we come back from the break, we're going to be moving on into game number 2.
That's gonna be
wow. Thank you.
It's gonna be the new rules. They didn't update the graphics. It's
Oh,
gonna
so
be
1.2, 1.2.
Yeah, 1.2 for first.
Oh, okay.
No multiply.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2024 Shadowjade Cup here for the European region. My name is Creatives, and we're here with the man himself, Raven PLZ. We just watched the first game unfold here for the EU region in solos, and we had a crazy match here in Perdoria. We're gonna have to wait and see how the standings look, and we got that for everybody at home right now. And this is our standings currently for these players. Raven, has any of this top 5 or even top 8 caught you off guard right now? I mean, you were speaking about that Shadowjade Cup pressure, and has anything, caught you off guard off of this scoreboard just alone?
We saw a couple Brandoras coming out from Yak, but he cleans it up at the end, securing the win with a 6.6 total. Now, we got the update with the officials, with Patrick's, that we are under the new rules for the point system. So it's not going to be, there's no going to be multiplier for placement. Only first place is going to get that 1.2. That's why you see Yak only at 6.6. Now Spinach was going into that last little bit with 5 kills, I believe. Ryoman also with 4 kills, I believe, and Ryoman ended up picking up 1 more as well. Now up to 6. Tacky, big clutch up for him, staying on top of it, getting into that last little bit. But yeah, I mean, the top 6, top 7, most of those guys, former world players or having some CN experience, with Spinach and Tacky going over the Koi Cup. Now, all of that exposure trainer does pay off going into this. They want to go back. And when you get a taste of going to China, all you wish for that next year is another shot to go back with a little bit more prep. And we're seeing it. Now, this is still only game 1. People are going to be warming up, getting the jitters out. Everyone gets those butterflies at first. Game 2, still going to be a little bit of warm up, but I can't wait to see which players start showing up big as the tournament progresses.
Yes, so now for game number 2, we're not going to have those firefly spawns as we just had for game number 1. So, a little bit of aggression might be a little bit slower in the beginning of the game, but I mean, it's still like you mentioned, the pressure is a lot right now in this situation right now. You have 5 games to play the best Naraka that you have played all year, and these players are trying to lock it in and punch their ticket on over to the Jade Cup. So it's a lot of pressure for a lot of players. I mean, it's gonna be very interesting. Now that we know that we are on the new point system, that changes a lot compared to what we thought going into that game 1 of having that multiplier even for the top 4. But now, I mean, we've seen the differences in how the tempo is compared to the old system. Now, you do only get the multiplier for first place, but as we just saw, Spinach with 5 on the board, getting those eliminations early to mid game, and I think he probably got about 1 at going towards the end game, still setting up for success with that second place overall game score now for his first game of the day. It could change up the game plan just a tad bit for a lot of these players, but we are going to be loading up to our game number 2 now. We do have the Temizal, and Ryoman is going to start off hot here with a big pair on selection.
Ryoman starting off again, finding that first blood onto Lexan with his patent parry. We're going to get Rex versus, I believe, Hottie. Is that? Okay, I see. Is that Yak? Is that Yak I'm looking? No, it's Zhao onto the Hottie. It looks like he's going to be going back to back with the Hottie pick already. Now Rex is going to catch that max range LMB, sending him for a ride with a weapon swap, taking him down the hill. It's not able to get the follow-up, though. Now is going to be looking for that armor set. He does get the blue armor into the 1.5 parry, but Rex has the gold combo break, has the white armor reset. Looking for the scale rush now. Both of them. Rex, though, nice, cool, calm, and collected. Gonna get that overhold. Now, Zhao is going to be backing off. Combo break is down. Rex wants his action, though. And another armor swap is going to be coming out. Now, I thought it was funny. In CN, Mike is really known for his armor swaps, and they actually say every single time he gets an armor swap, they call him his armor friends. We get 3 armor swaps all spawn for Rex and Zhao, and it looks like they're going to opt to fight another day. Both of these guys not getting an edge right now, but Dino is going to get a big parry onto Zay with a third party from Rex coming in soon.
And here it is, Zay. Oh my god, reads the RB, focused in the back end onto Rex. And now the V2 connects as well here for Zay. Staying up, applying tons of pressure onto both of these players. The F2 called in as well for the Aquas, but the last and final hit there for Dino is going to pick the elimination onto Zay. He is going to be taking a trip there to the Soul Turn. Now Dino with no ult online, pretty much gone now. Rex on his Shaw, and Taki as well showing up to the party, overholding. And the last hit there off the Keelan ultimate connects there for Rex. Now Taki trying to triple charge out of here. He's going to get hit off the first dash. This ult's about to go down, but Taki still with that Keelan ult online for himself. There you go. He's going to go ahead and invest it. Now Rex could fall off of this once his ultimate goes off for him. Might use his last slash for movement. No, go straight right back into it. The ult is gone now for Rex. Tons of pressure for Taki, back to back there, and Taki picking up this elimination. And now Rex is taking a trip off here to the Soul Altar as well.
Alright, that sounded amazing with the Akos F2, just the slashes and the roar. Sounded like something coming right out of an anime, but Taki is going to be coming out on top. Last to ult, gonna clean that all up, and this is just why Kylan is just so powerful, but also so like dangerous. That ult leaves you with very little health, and Taki does come out on top, finding those first 2 kills. Now Lexan on his second life, going to be fighting against Tizzy, representing WK. Uppercut combo going to come out from Lexan, gets to wake up, sends the follow-up, looks for the cannon shot, but Tizzy trying to make his way out of here. He's going to pop his combo break, going to pop his ultimate. Tizzy has a little bit of a chance to bring it back. Nice tap dodge roll coming out from Lexan. Gonna come out with the V1. Doesn't get it though. Has the second one. And Lexan is gonna pick up a kill off spawn now. Going over to Taki versus Zhao. We saw Zhao reset a little bit early. He's gonna be finding the fist. Can Taki keep up his momentum?
Wow. Lots of pressure. Taki is gonna be able to take a quick little reset, and 75% here on that rage to get that Keelan ult back online. Zhao though loses all that armor. Now trying to see if they can find an armor swap. I do not believe they find a common armor swap. Taki does lose sight of him for just a second here. Now does get the call off the bell. Taki is going to go ahead and just let that player go. BG picking an elimination against Spinach to the kill feed. 2 on the board for Taki. Now, these players are going to go ahead and start posting up for that Roma Yang right now. Purple Honk sword in hand here for Taki. And we saw the crazy commotion that we just saw between Rex and Zay. Man, it's just a lot of pressure off this character alone. Yes, they do take up damage while using those slashes, but still, it's just a lot of damage coming in hot there off of killing alone. We see Rex already posted up by the Puzzle Yang. Spinach right next to it. BG might be taking that realm as well. Lexan on the left-hand side of the map. Zhao on the top left-hand side. Taki on the top-hand side of the map. We got Zay and Ryomen right next to each other. Zay back on the Akos once again. Blue Fist Blaze this time around. Trying to see if he can find a fitting for himself. F2, it's a little bit of a toss-up. We don't really see that a lot, but we do see it sometimes, and it finds a lot of success if you're able to snag up the F2 from distance, to snag up a third-party kill. It does grant you prio as well, so I mean, you don't get that damage reduction, but F2 is still overall a really good ability to be using here on the Akos, especially with the pressure he provides off his ultimate. Wooey going at against BG as well. I mean, everybody's just trying to see, and they can try to make it into this Roma Yang pretty soon. Zay trying to find a better armor upgrade right now, with pretty much not scaled at all off of with just off of the common armor. No grapples is what I was trying to say. I just saw his inventory. I mean, it's looking a little rough right now, but he's gonna have some time to try to scale up.
It looks like Wooey and Bajin setting up for this first Romalian with the ticket. Bajin on the hottie with the pole sword. Wooey with the span, trying to put on some pressure. Nice overhold coming down, forcing the combo break. But with these guys, no combo break left. Are they going to invest and still fight it out? No free yanks today. Nice pole sword dash. Able to find the follow-up. Wooey's going to fade out. Possibly take a heal, but Regine immediately welcomes the game and jumps right back again. Both these guys risking it all right now, going down on low health. Both of them are going to be popping this hottie ult. One dash will do it right now. Regine dodges the first one. Wooey looking at spacing it out. Calm before the storm, but Bajin is gonna catch Wooey. Now Spinach coming in. Can he find the kill here? 15 seconds. Bajin just has to survive and get inside, but Spinach is gonna be taking a lot of damage right now. He is gonna pop the ultimate. Now, G, nice peppering coming in. He gets the chop. Will he get the second one? Spinach desperately trying to get away. He is going to get a little bit of siphon. Last hit situation. Bajin double hold dodge, and then he's going to chop Spinach off. Getting 2 kills before the first Yang. And Bajin is heating up today.
That's massive there for BG now. He is going to pick up 3 now. Currently, Rex now taking the realm of Yang. That's massive. That is a very, very, very good sight there for BG. Being able to pick up 2 on the board, readying for the realm of Yang, and then taking the realm to try to continue his scale and potentially pick up another one on the board. And Rex now going inside this realm of Yang against Taki. Taki with the armor advantage against Rex with the blue. Taki on the purple. Hong sword in hand once again for Taki. Rex is on the blue fist blades, trying to see if he can find an opening, but it's going to be a Keelan versus Keelan here for this realm of Yang. A lot of fights are still happening outside the realm. Now, Rex trying to see if he can find an opening. Does lose 2 blocks of that. Since that'll be focused, F caught in there for Taki. F on cooldown now. Taki's gonna be forced to pop this Keelan ultimate. Now Rex is gonna respond as well. He's gonna weave the second dash off of that. Trying to overhold. Sends it. Does not get hit off of it. Taki as well sends his. Now waiting this out. Rex has not find any sorts of damage off this ultimate, I believe, so far. Taki's about to run out. That dash does connect to the follow-up as well. Tries to double tap dodge out, but gets clipped off of his slash there from Taki. Sends the 4th one as well. Big damage. Now Rex is gonna fall, and Taki winning this realm of Yang, and he's gonna pick up another one on the board, and Rex is gonna have that Yang depletion timer on his back.
Another big upset. Taki is gonna take it off of Rex for the first realm of Yang. Up to 3 kills already, and this is what surprised me during semis, how locked in Taki was moving forward, able to fade out a lot of the veterans of the lobby and earn his spot into this Morris finals. It looks like he definitely belongs as one of the top solo players. We're gonna get Yak versus Zay. These guys have been neck to neck all year, both on the fist blades. Yak's gonna get the opener. F2 is gonna be invested by Zay. Not able to find a connection right now as Yak does have the advantage, still has his combo break up. He's gonna pepper in those muskets out. Zay goes for the counter grab, but not able to get it. Yak able to get that LMB, deny the stagger. 40 seconds gonna come out from Zay, but we still got the combo break on the Yak. He's able to tap dodge through. Zay weaving, going through. Gets the F2 back up, but Yak able to pop his ultimate iframe. That stagger. Zay is going to go for the tiger, not able to get it. Yak still keeping up the pressure, looking to stagger, but Zay's going to create some space with the grapple. Yak doesn't want to let him go, has him against the ropes. Yak constantly throwing that 1 slash to keep up the distance. Zay hears him hot on his heels. Will he be able to get this next dash? Zay goes for the omnidirectional, not able to get it. Nice spacing out from Yak. Jumping LMB is going to come out. Zay does get the stagger, gets the F2, but Yak doesn't pop his combo break. Nice play from Yak. He has Zay against the ropes. Zay's going to create a little bit of space. Can he get onto the roof with the last hit point situation? Yak struggling to keep up with him. Max grapple distance coming out. Zay's going to make his way to Plume Castle, down to his last leg. Hopefully, no one will be in front of Zay, but it looks like he's home free.
Wow, that's insane. Zay does manage to get out of that. Yak, though, with beautiful gameplay right there. Popping the ultimate at a perfect time. Quickly reads the F2s, reads the V2s. Pretty much everything Zay threw his way, he read. Even not biting off that F there. I mean, that was a crazy showcase in there from Yak, and it was a crazy scrap off as well. The fist blades v fist blades, you see them duking it out like they're in a boxing match. But now we have a lot of players at Plume Castle right now. Taki going at it, spots a player as well in the back, and we have Wooey, Yak as well. I believe Wooey has Yang depletion timer, but that's pretty much everybody in the server right now is posted up at Plume Castle. This is gonna be a crazy sequence right now when Geyser's being taken here by Yak and Taki with 3 eliminations currently, and Vermilion's burst right here with Gold Dagger, applying tons of pressure onto Yak. Since that'll be focused, so break does not connect, but in the back we have another player showing up as well. It's gonna be Blister next there from BG. Now BG is gonna put elimination onto Yak, and that's super massive there for BG. We cannot forget that BG picked up 2 eliminations going into the first one with Yang as well.
Massive for BG. You see Yak, veteran play right there, realizing his Vermilion is going to run out, and Bajin with the blistering, keeping it at work. Taki is going to eat a nice double charge to the bases. Bajin looks for the parry, not able to get a combo break, going to be invested. Now Taki wants to space down here, knows that his buff is almost going to drop, but Bajin double hold dodge in. Where you going, son? We're going to get that nice chop off. Now Taki, first time under a ton of pressure. Can he clutch up right now? Bajin going to switch over to the fan with the chase down versus the dagger. Taki, 1 charge cancel, sits in his face. resets, gets the parry. Vegine has a combo break. Gao immediately drops down with the blistering. Kylan is going to pop his ultimate now, but Gene will keep up the chase. The wants to deny the heal. Going to get the first slash off. Tacky under a ton of pressure. Normally, Kylan a nice counter to Hadi, but this time against the ropes with his last sliver of health, Vegine trailing him down. Sees that nice Yang going in, but he wants this kill first. Up to 4 kills already. He's gonna be massive. He's able to pick up this kill. LMB's gonna be coming out. Tacky able to dodge through. It looks like Zhao is waiting in the front, sees the commotion going down. Is Tacky going to fall to Zhao, or is he gonna fall to Vegine? Vegine winding up with the bow shot, and from downtown, he's gonna take down Tacky.
Wow, BG now jumps up to 5 on the board. Tacky had Vermilion's burst. I'm not sure in the situation like that is you just give up the kill so you can stay inside the game. I'm not sure if his Vermilions ran out. Lex is gonna die to Yang depletion timer. We're gonna have to wait and see if Tacky's still in the mix. I don't see a soul out, so he probably was eliminated off of that, which is super unfortunate for him, having that Vermilion's burst might buff on, but Yak against Zhao. Man, BG is playing out of his mind right now, man. 5 on the board already, super skilled. I mean, he is set up for success already, but Yak against Zhao. Gold weapons going at it right now. Gold staff in hand here for Yak. He's gonna get a clip off of this. Big damage. Oh my god, Scare Rush with the aerial R&B there. And a massive parry there for Zhao. And Yak gets eat up all the damage. And oh my god, Zhao with some crazy showcasing there off the dagger. I've never seen a Scare Rush aerial R&B there off the dagger.
Cleaned up on aisle 4 as Yak just got the floor wiped on him. Oh my goodness. Now, this is what I was saying earlier, the preview of the top 5. Vegine has been dominant this entire. Now, he's been a little bit quiet because he's joined the BWG boys in trios. Definitely been enjoying that Kurumi play a little bit more, but he's looking locked in right now, heating up in this game too. Already up to 5 kills, showing up big, showcasing that pulsar. Now going into the Yang, we're gonna get Rex versus Wooey. Rex has had a hard time today inside Yang. He's had a lot of success on the outside, but inside Yang, he hasn't been able to find that win. Now Wooey is gonna be popping out that hottie. It looks like Rex willing to trade this heal, but Wooey is not willing to trade that heal. No healing allowed, not with Wooey watching you. Bird is gonna be coming out now. Rex forced to jump in there, but Wooey gonna space this out perfectly, sending Rex back to the ground. Double tap out's gonna come out, but Wooey chasing him down, perfectly spacing the double charge, triple charge, and sending Rex back to the lobby. We got 5 minutes, so Rex found the cleanse earlier. Can he find another cleanse?
Yeah, right there, Wooey just procs that mortal off that ultimate so quickly onto Rex and just quickly makes some one shot. Now Zhao and BG. A little bit of love tap here from Zhao and BG. Gold longsword off of that Roma Yang there for Xiao. Now has that gold longsword previously with the gold dagger as well. Rex is in the mix. He is gonna have to try to get active, spots BG, and I mean BG has been on fire for game number 2. Don't know if you want to aggress this man right now, but there are still tons of players at Plume Castle right now. Wooey coming out the realm as well. Yak in the back end now showing up. Might have Yang depletion timer. Not too sure, but Zhao starting to move on in. A lot of players still in the mix. I believe all 5 are already here for this game. BG on the gold fan, on the hottie, trying to see if he can apply some of the pressure here. Rex with the cavalry bloom, applying tons of pressure there onto Zhao and forcing off that F there off the hottie. In the back end now, everybody quickly catching on. You start seeing it in the minimap. Everybody's gonna start moving on in. Overhaul has been paired in from Rex. Reset the scare ruster from BG. Swaps on over to the pulse sword as well. And that's gonna be a lot of pressure thrown towards BG's way now, but Zhao still up in the situation, trying to see if he can still get some of this action off this White Tiger's powers, which you know how heavy it can hit once the eliminations connects there for one of these players. But in a mix now, Rex still has this timer at his back, and he's still trying to find success currently here at Plume Castle.
Oh, yeah, because monkey in the middle gets fried from 7 different directions, forced to pop his hottie on, try to get the nice reset here onto the rooftop, but Vegine keeping up the pressure. Same with Zhao. It looks like Rex is going to get hit from the side, but Vegine on the top ropes as well, peering down. Double White Tigers buff roaming around right now, but no one is slowing down. No one cares. We got that Yang depletion ticking away onto Rex. Rex forcing the issue onto everyone, but everyone icing off his pressure. They don't want that all in from Rex. They want to stay alive, kind of weed out who exactly has this Yang depletion. Yak did take a ton of damage right now, but it looks like he got that full armor reset, so he's big chilling for now. A lot of terrain to work with. He has his work cut out for them with all these heavy hitters chasing him.
Wow, now Wooey trying to get active as well. Gene still in the mix. I mean, that's a crazy amount of eliminations already. Pretty much already securing second place if he even doesn't even make it to be the last one standing, just off eliminations alone. Yak trying to kite this out, but in the back end, Gene still applying tons of pressures. Wooey as well. The hotties still chasing down. Looks like Gene is going to be having some pressure thrown his way here by Wooey. Oh, that's going to be a goal poster. There's going to be a lot of damage here. Hottie ultimate invested there from BG. Zhao is going to get clipped off of that. He's going to pretty much lose all that gold armor. I think I saw one block left off of one hit alone there off this gold pole sword. Now, what's going to be the mix-up? We see Xiao, Lexin already out, I believe. Yak, BG, Zay, Rex all up. Still currently for this game. Looks like Xiao. First one in against Wooey. Now, a Stormform here off the pole sword. 2-pick connects there, forcing out the F here from Wooey. And Wooey trying to kite out the situation currently. Does not want to get third-partied with 2 on the board currently here for this game. We got 2 players playing the very high ground. We see Rex on the top side. Not sure Rex cleanse, but Yak still has that Yang depletion tower with 45 seconds. And this could be bad for him because he only has 1 elimination on the board and 40 seconds to try to cleanse that Yang depletion timer.
Yeah, 35 seconds. The time is ticking for Yak. He has to leave everything on the table right now. He's going to be throwing those focus attacks, looking for any type of connection. And it looks like Yak has waved the white flag. He knows he can't catch any of these guys in the Plume Castle. So he's going to deny the kill, play the long game. This is a marathon. This isn't a sprint. We still are only on to game 2. Arby's going to come out from Wooey on those gold sword. Phoenix Max on Zhao, though. Going to catch the cross. Now both of them no armor to the same. Wooey holds his ground, though. Catches the cross with a nice light attack. But Zhao does it, is on phase. He's going to be immediately coming in. Wooey on phase, so you want to come in on me, boy? We're going to hit you with this LMB. And now both hottie alts coming out. Wooey not shy from the moment and just letting them know, you're going to match me with aggression. We're going to be duking it out. We're all in, baby. Wooey does go for the cancel. So has 32%. Lots of movement options for these hotties. And now traditionally on Holoroth, Hottie has been one of the staple picks for the last year since Hottie's release. Normally we've seen with Zipping and Feria, both those characters phased out from their nerfs, but Hottie still remains, recently getting buffed and then recently getting tweaked a little bit for solos, 5 seconds off his cooldown, but it's not enough to take him out of the solo meta. That V2 just so valuable in these end games in order to win these heal off situations, and it's that ultimate reset. You see Wooey already up to 46%. He doesn't say an ultimate the entire time, and this allows you just to keep fighting for a while. And it looks like Rex stayed in, and Wooey is gonna get the nice last hit onto Rex, picking up this kill. This might come down to bite one of these top 5 players in the butt, just because every point matters so much when there isn't that multiplier. The points are so much closer. No one can really pull ahead unless you just have back-to-back monster games taking that first, because there is no multiplier for anyone outside of first place. Now we're gonna get that last top 3 situation. Zhao, new guy on the block in EU from CN. Gene, old school, taken this year a lot more serious, but Wooey, one of EU's GOATs. Can he do it again representing EU in solos, and will he be able to represent in trios? Today is going to be exciting. Wooey is looking in form. He missed a couple scrims before, but doesn't look like it matters. The experience is showing, and Wooey might be taking us down going into this game 3, but Gene is fired up. I'm not sure who's going to take this next game, creatives.
Yeah, I mean, Gene right now has the Mystic Might buff as well off the Spirit Well. He is just playing out of his mind right now. Gold Pulsar, we see Dragon's Light Might there with some halberds, Poison Splash, Blister next times 2, standard damage reduction, and a common health Shadowjade as well. Nice little inventory in the backup as well with the gold fan and 2 blue weapons. You see the Fist Blades as one of his weapons of choice for the back pocket, but Wooey trying to get active with 3 currently here. Currently trying to see you can pick up this elimination. Ooh, little tap dodge back into the Cloud Weaver there on the soul fit or the fist blades off of this. Since the second one gets the damage off of this, and that's tons of damage. And this Jade can be very annoying to deal with, forcing out that Hottie ultimate quickly there. Oh my god, now we see Xiao trying to stay up. B-Gene quickly comes to the party as well. He sees that some action was happening. Oh my god, Blister Nest connects there for B-Gene. Now Xiao trying to retreat from the situation. Xiao is very weak off of this, and we see B-Gene hit those bow shots earlier, and he could be setting up for the second one this time around. We got Wooey now. Gonna go ahead and go inside of Bane, and Xiao as well is gonna Bane surf, and it's gonna be Xiao being eliminated by the Bane, and no one's gonna pick up the elimination there. And now Wooey might be in big trouble here off of this, but looks like he's gonna send the Stone Form, and B-Gene as well. Big parry, both players getting hit off of this. Triple hit from all both players, and it's a lot of damage happening now. Both players gonna be forced to pop his ultimate. There goes the Hottie ultimate for Wooey. There goes the Hottie ultimate there for B-Gene. Now Flight Simulator for both players in the last 1v1 of the day, or I should say of game number 2. Both players gonna go ahead and respect that. They're like, all right, we kind of overextended. We gotta take a quick little reset here, and it looks like B-Gene is gonna go ahead and cancel that ultimate as well. Wooey cancels a little bit, I think at the same time, because he popped the ultimate at the same right before him. So both players are gonna go ahead and take a quick reset. And B-Gene versus Wooey, round 2. Raven, who do you have?
Jima opens up with an immediately double hold dodge LME. Wooey, nice response. Has the Cloud Weaver though. Half charge gonna get that punish, but now B-Gene is gonna be throwing that focus at both of you guys, just throwing non-stop focus attacks.
Oh!
That's a 3-piece coming out from Wooey. He does not care. B-Gene tries to ice off some of the pressure. He's gonna go into zone, get the armor reset, but Wooey is gonna get another Cloud Weaver. Can B-Gene fade this out? Pulse Sword versus Fist. Oh, assault on Wooey. He's gonna double tap dodge in, put B-Gene to the ground, looks for the assault, but B-Gene is gonna get a little bit of space. Double hold dodge down. He's gonna overhold in Wooey's face, and again Wooey with the fist dodge again. Gonna pop that combo where B-Gene down to his last leg. Wooey wants to land that last little bit, but Scale Rush is gonna come out. Ult's gonna come out from Wooey. He's looking for that last little bit of slash. Gonna be dodging out right now. B-Gene on the outside is gonna go for the Scale Rush, but Wooey is gonna hold the line, gets that last sliver of health with the burn damage, and Hex's Wooey is gonna clutch it up with 4 kills. B-Gene with 5, Xiao with 2.
Wow, what a 1v1 there to end up game number 2. That was an insane sequence there. The Blister Nash just getting tap dodged through there off the fist blades like 3 times. That was insane. Game 2 has finished. We're going to take a quick break. Once we come back, we got game number 3 on its way.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, for the EU Solos Shadowjade Finals. What a crazy fight between Wooey and Bajin. And we got to take a look at these standings, creatives. Absolutely insane coming out from the EU boys. And Hex's Wooey is going to take the lead at 10.8. Yak, KFL's Yak at 8.6. Taki at 8. BWG's Bajin at 7, KFL's Ryoman at 7, Spinach at 6.5, Rex at 5, Zay at 4.5, Dino at 4, Xian at 3.5, Lexit and Tizzy 2.5 and 1. Now, this is the first two games. There's a lot of warm-up going on. All of these guys can have a massive game. And this is one of the things, creators, I was talking about with you. I love that the new point system, no one pulls ahead massively.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really get that massive jump for the top 8 placements. So as long as you keep your head in the game, there's still a chance and still a lot of fight left in you to keep this going. But we're talking about that pole sword versus fizz matchup. Creators, what did you think about that fight, Wooey versus Bajin?
I mean, right there, we just saw how strong the Cloud Weaver can be, especially against a pole sword. Super fortunate enough there for BG. He tries to let loose those blistering edges, and I mean, that weapon, the Fist Blade, just has that crazy kit implemented into the weapon itself. Being able to come out of that dodge into that instant focus attack, and having a J-Lock Cloud Weaver, we see it being sent out 3 times against the pole sword right there, and just catching the pry off of that and the damage as well against BG. I mean, it's a crazy matchup. We were talking about it a little bit off of when we were in break, and just how insane that weapon can be. And this is nerfed too as well, which is crazy about how good this weapon is. But like I was mentioning earlier as well, that weapon, it's just a different element that's added to the game, especially being able to go into straight focus out of dodge, which no other weapon can do. So it can catch a lot of people lacking, but looks like Tizzy is going at it against Spinach, and is going to pick up a quick elimination off of game number 3 with the jump LB onto Spinach. And I mean, now we're back in Morris Isle. This is everybody's, favorite playground. This is the first map everybody played in the game. We have the kiting zones a lot more down in this map because it's the oldest map in the pool, but still, I mean, what do you expect here for this game, Raven, going into game number 3? Do you expect the same top 5 to make it there, or you feel like we're going to have anybody from downtown? Because you did mention that a lot of these players they're all demons, Yeah,
everyone in this lobby is absolute demons. Now, warming up, everyone's gonna get that nice check on the chin, like, hey man, this is your whole year, everything counts right now. I believe the nerves are settling in, and now the instincts will be taking over. We're gonna get Yak versus Wooey with the overhold. Nice EU soul break coming out from Yak, mixing up Wooey gonna be doing fade back soul break, spacing out right now, comes back in. Nice spacing out. LMB is going to get 2 nice light attacks coming in, but Yak with the cross up himself has Wooey's armor strip, and he's going to jump back in. No armor reset right here. They're both going to be clanking right now. Another clank, but Yak with a tricky light attack into the double jump. Gets the parry onto Wooey. Denies the F. Combo break, nice reset, presence of mind coming up from Yak, locked in by Wooey with a fade back, take back. Yak with the soul break from point blank. Combo break's gonna come out into the parry, no way! I think Wooey's just as surprised as I am.
Oh my god, F into parry there, punishing Wooey off the LMB focus from the dagger there, and that was the mirror match right there. Tammy, blue daggers. That was a same situation, same scenario fight. And Yak comes out on top there against Wooey. Dino in the mix. We see a parry happening against Tizzy in the back end. Rex in the mix as well. Ryoman. We got another player, I believe, on the backside. Might be Lexin. Yes, I see it in the minimap. Lexin. It's a lot of aggression going towards Tizzy's way right now. Eats up a lot of damage. The test ultimate is going to be invested here for Lexin. Quickly, now, we got the Hadi. Invest in this ultimate. Try to create this space. The enchantment connects. Who's going to pick up the elimination in this situation? We do see nobody getting no damage there. Does manage to create enough distance to stay safe, but Rex is in the air right now. Tizzy's fighting for his life. Trying to stay alive right now. Weaving out all of these range shots happening. The pulse sword or great sword hit does not connect off that scale rush, but a little bit of love off the R&B. Since R&B focus, Tizzy still alive. Look at the minimap right now, how congested it is with all these players. Tizzy not getting caught up in the corner since the follow-up R&B as well. Lexa coming out on top here against Tizzy.
Nice job from Lexan to keep up that pressure. Now the Great Sword, not the best for closing it out. Lexan quickly switched over that band and able to close out that kill. Scale Rush is coming out from Dino. Now Dino gonna put it in the blender. Rex jumping in as well. Everyone's piling inside Celestia. Nice blind Tesla all coming out from Lexan, capturing everyone. Dino is going to be popping that episode. Zay with the parry. Everyone going down in the center of the house. It looks like Dino is going to get some space. Going to be able to get the heal off right now. Multiple players descending upon him. Non-stop action going down in Celestia. If you're just joining us, this is game 3 of the EU Shadowjade, the best of EU, duking it out, and Dino showing his movement prowess, able to ice off some of this pressure, but finishing rejoining in Zay with the fist, staying on top of Dino. Nice half charge that will be coming out from Dino. Trying to space out, but no one wants to give him any room to breathe. Akos no more ultimate Zane. Spinach gonna go for the jump area, not able to land it, but Alexin joining in on the Tessa, trying to find the kill. Dino makes his way up, wants to scale rush away, wants to slow down, get this focus fire on them, and the lobby's gonna settle. Where did that Akos go? But Spinach or Rex on the Matari gonna be popping that V2, looks for the teleport, not able to get it. Tessa ultimately gonna be coming out. Multiple players still chasing down Dino, but Zay is going to capture him in the Pokeball and pick up the first kill inside Celestia.
Oh my god, another one. This time around to Lexan, trying to look for the sign. He's gonna do it to him. Sends him to stun him as well. Zay now with a big break play out to Lexan. Now there's just triple R&Bs here off of this. Big damage. Now Rex showing up to the party. Test ultimate invested there for Lexan. Quick interactions between Zay and Rex to avoid that enchantment. Zhao picking up an elimination out to Spinach to the kill feed. Lexan drops very low. Rex still in the mix. Ryomi in the back end as well. This is straight chaos happening here for the EU region currently here for game number 3 at Celestial right now. Yak picking elimination out to Tizzy, and that's Tizzy's game 3 as well. So Tizzy is going to be eliminated off of this game alone. Lexan now full armor, back intact there for Lexan. Zay still in the mix, and we saw the V2 and how strong he can be, especially in a situation like this. He still has 2 more signs, or 3 I should say. There's one right next to him, there's another one on the staircase to the temple, and the one right in the temple entrance as well. So this V2 can do very, very good damage in this area. Tacky posted up for the Roma Yang, BG as well. These players might have a little bit of commotion happening here, moving on into the next zone, but it looks like BG is already a little bit low against Tacky. Tacky with the health advantage. This is the R&B for mid-range, and the double one as well, and BG is gonna fall for this. Tacky with his first elimination of game number 3, and a straight chaos happening right here, Raven. It's insane.
Oh my goodness, Tacky with the perfect spacing R&B. We seeing Zay going crazy with the V2. Rex is gonna go for a ride off that parry, and now Lex is gonna be jumping in. Now, if you're just tuning in, these players cannot actually see each other's name. No love lost between teammates. Zay takes Lexan for a ride, puts him in to the side. And this is something new we've seen coming out of nowhere for the Liam meta. Because of the last V1 nerf, a lot of players have been switching up. And Zay is going to steal the kill from Lexan from that long-range musket shot. But like I was saying, V2 has been used in the Pro League and has made its way around CN. It's just V1's gutted. It's just too much. And now the V2 Pokeball just gives you so many options. You can use all the hazards of the map to your advantage, throwing your opponent into signs, lanterns, the wheel. If you can think of it, you can do it. And we see that first piece of action coming out of Zay. We're going to get the former 2 teammates going at it. Zay versus Ryomin. Who do you think's taking this one, Kratos?
Man, right now Zay he's supposed to go for that V2. He might go for a cheeky play, but he is going against a Tesla, so it's going to be very interesting to watch. He is going to be able to tap dodge back off of that LB follow-up there from the fan. Now, he's going to eat up the damage there. Back-to-back. F invested here for Zay. Trying to take a quick little reset in. Gonna go ahead and parry bait him. Zay now throws down the V2, misses the first one, and this is where that V2 might fall a little bit. If you're not able to catch those Pokeballs, the Tesla ultimate is going to be invested there as well. Does not catch him in the second one. Tries to interact, but Ryo with tons of pressure to the wing guts, and the RV follow-up Had the enchantment if he needed it, but it was not even needed there for Ryomen. And Zay's gonna have that Yang depletion timer on his back. Gold fan in hand for Ryomen. Lexin going at it. Aqua's still out here for Dino inside the cave. He's trying to see if he can find another opener. Nice dodges there from Lexin since the soul break times 2. Big parry from Dino. Now Lexin has the F. Oh my god, he's gonna weave the F as well. Dino, some big brain plays here, being aware, but the Tesla ultimate is gonna connect this time around. Big parry here from Lexin, and this is tons of damage as well. And it's gonna eliminate Dino. He can overhaul it, and there it is. And Lexin staying up here in the cave. That's gonna be his second one of game number 3. I mean, I feel like we're not having enough even time to breathe right now, Raven. We swap it on over to another side, and it's just constant aggression here for the EU region.
Yeah, this is Lexin comfort pick on the Tessa. We're seeing V2 Liam kind of plays like Tessa. Nice clutch up from Ryomen on to Zay. Plays it perfectly, but Wooey going to dive onto Ryoma, stripping off all of his armor. We got to get this buff on Ryomen. It's a freebie for him, but Wooey is going to be, might want to take this freebie home right now. Nice chip damage coming out. Focus attack is going to be coming out on Ryomen's disengage. Non-stop aggression from these two trios Titans. Wooey is going to pick up that Soul Bloom and keep it going. Now, this is the tough part about Vermilion's buff. You don't get any of that nice loot. It looks like Wooey's going to be able to buy that armor, though, from his win there. You do get a ton of money every single time you get a kill in Immortal War. Now going over to Zay, he does have 3 minutes left to cure this Yang depletion. Got some Blue Fist, got some Liam. He has cleansed it. He's been in the spot before early in this tournament. Can he find the cleanse another time? Now moving over, it doesn't look like he has any big health pots to his name, and this is one of the strong parts of a V2. Every single time you Pokeball someone, you actually have enough time to throw a heal off onto yourself once before you throw that first focus attack. Now, Fist, not the most ideal to find those TOD loops. Fan and Staff, one of the more damaging weapons when you get that V2, but still getting that free focus attack or the possibility of a sign still really big. Now the pressure is going to be building onto Zay. He got 2 minutes left. He did get a little bit of armor parts, but is it going to matter if he runs out of time?
Minute 55. I believe everybody has scattered out of Celestia as well, so Zay, as we saw, was trying to play around this area. He still had a couple of signs to use off the V2, but with a minute 40, he's gonna have to start to scatter on out. We do have some aggression happening in between Xiao and Wooey. Wooey on the Temmie. We see it here now with this purple longsword. Ooh, has the lightsaber longsword this time around. He's gonna go ahead and wait this out. We got a couple players in this cave as well. We got Lexin now, posting in the bush. Yak checks it though, quickly. Army focusing on in, back to back as well. Lexin, it is a damage since the third one, but it's gonna be avoided there from Lexin. Grapple LNB, F invested there from the Tessa, and Ryomen quickly sees it. Is gonna go ahead and invest this Tessa ultimate very quickly onto Lexin, and Lexin's gonna go ahead and try to cut inside the cave. He's gonna go ahead and get enchanted. Is the damage gonna go towards Ryomen's way or Yak? Now it looks like Ryomen with the elimination onto Lexin with that fan. Now Yak's gonna go ahead and invest the Temmie ultimate here, catches the pry off, but his F caught in there for the Tessa. He could have sent it, but stays safe, trying to play inside the ring. Now Tessa ultimate invested once again there for Ryomen, sends the R&B focus. That's big damage. He's gonna get enchanted off of this. The Temmie ultimate is gonna be weaved there off the F, and this is one of the disadvantages from Tessa going against a Temmie, being able to avoid that ultimate just with off the ability alone there from Temmie. And Yak is gonna be able to live another day here in this cave. Insane pick an elimination onto Wooey, and that was a big kill there for Zay.
22 seconds left right now. He needs to find this kill onto Zhao, but Zhao is one of the more defensive players. Going to be popping that first half. 15 seconds left for Zay. No grapples to his name. Zhao is trying to ice off this situation. He's going to go with the double charge. 8 seconds left. Zay popping the F, trying to close the distance, but Zhao doesn't want to get in the gambit. Looks for the release, not able to get it. 0 seconds left, and Zhao is going to take down Zay due to timeout, and we are down to 4. Man, that cave situation was absolutely insane when Ryomen, Yak, and Lexin. It looks like Lexin was just camping out that cave this entire round, setting up the trap, using those poison mushrooms. Now, recently in Immortal War, they did change how the keys in caves work. You do not need a cave in order to open. They just periodically open out. throughout the game, and there's a ton of loot in there, so people will go over there, check it out. And Lexan was waiting there for the trap. Unfortunately, the trap does not pay off, and he does end up falling with the last 4 alive. Everyone wants to go in this Yang for the possibilities extra kill. You still have a lot of time coming out to find that next kill. We're gonna get Zhao versus Ryomen, new guy on the block versus one of the old school. Ryomen's been doing it for 3 years now, multiple worlds under his belt, showing up big today in the solo EU finals. Cannon shots gonna be coming out, dropping down with a gold fan. Can he find the opening right now? Zhao does go for the grapple cancel. It's not gonna matter because Ryomen's gonna pop the gold F. Overhold's coming in from Zhao. He is gonna release on the cross. Ryomen now armor strip. Zhao back to back. Do we gonna get a 3-piece? We are gonna get a 3-piece. Ryomen flabbergasted by Zhao's just ridiculous 3-piece. Gonna get the nice juggle. Pops the ultimate, but Zhao's gonna be able to dodge now. Ryomen has his work cut out of him. Can he scale rush to dodge this? Hottie, a little bit of movement there. We're gonna pop the F, and the burn's gonna be taken away. Last little bit of health. Dodging the first one. Weaving, trying to get out of there. Triple charge gonna come out. Oh my goodness! Zhao is gonna catch the .9 from Ryomen. Get that out of her, he says.
Wow, that was a crazy parry. Yak going at it against Taki right now. V2 does not connect there for Taki. Yak now. Temi ultimate is about to be gone. He still has the F already ready to be used. That's gonna be a massive parry there. Reads the F as well. Taki now is gonna eat up the damage into the aerial R&B there from Yak. And Yak has been having a spectacular game for 3 so far, with 4 on the board on the Tumult. Now it's gonna be able to scale off another weapon. He is gonna pick up a gold staff off that parry, I believe. Now Dragon's War, Razor Swift might be able to, you know, swap that staff into a spear. Gonna go ahead and pick up another pair of purple fist blades as well. So fully stacked out right now. Yak even has the sap in his inventory with the Phantom Step. I mean, this is a god loadout right here, if I should say myself. Is a good, nice little load up with the Mystic Might as well. Doesn't take the White Tiger's powers for the second Roman Yang's gonna off to stay with the Mystic Might buff. He is gonna be able to have that call to see where enemies are, plus that reduction as well. But now on his game 3. Man, it's a lot of pressure right now coming in out here from Yak onto all these players right now. Winning his Roman Yang once again. Just doing it all, especially in the cave. It keeps replaying in my head. And this is one thing good about the Temi. I mean, if you're going against the Tessas, the Tessa kind of got pushed out a little bit out of meta in the beginning, I would say, of the Pro League. But like I mentioned, she did start getting played a little bit more and has found a lot of success. And the Temis were a good counter to her before, when she was heavily being played out in a lot of games. But now you do not want to run into a Temi, just in case if you have the ult online. But Taki and Ryomen going at it. We got the F invested here from Ryomen. Just gonna go ahead and parry bait him. F caught in there for the Liam in the back end. Now Liam ultimate invested here for Taki. The weave is gonna go in there for Taki. The V2 now for Taki. What's gonna be the mix up here off this Pokeball? There it is. He's gonna overhold. Gets 2 off of this though. Oh, into the whip. Oh my god, Yak! What a massive whip from downtown! He's gonna stack on the elimination as well. And that was a disgusting play there from Yak. Now applying the pressure onto Taki. This could be back here for Taki as well.
Yak is locked in, ladies and gentlemen, coming in hot with the third party and the release with that blistering, and it is down to 2. Zhao versus Yak, but no ult on to Yak. You were saying earlier, creatives, Temi is just one of those tournament characters that comes out of the woodwork. Everyone's playing the meta right now. Matari, Kylan, Liam, Hottie, but that 5th pick filled by Justina, Tessa, Temi, and Temi always just has that nice soft counter. Good matchup versus Afro, good matchup versus Tessa, good matchup in the mirror, good matchup versus Hottie. What weakness does Temi really have? And this is why you always see this character on the biggest stages. He just ices off the meta really well. But Zhao, Yak, they both got the buff going down. Zhao's gonna keep up the pressure, has the assault, gets a little bit of burn damage onto Yak, but this is what I've been saying about Yak. My man is super locked in. We keep seeing him in every single endgame, non-stop consistency, just a lot deeper of a playbook, playing all the weapons very well. We're going to see his Dagger versus Pole Sword, a classic matchup. Blizzard's gonna be going down onto Zhao. Zhao opting to take this reset, taking both heals. Yak gonna reset his bow. We're going into round 2 for these guys back to full health. Yak's gonna get the first neutral read, the second neutral read. Do we get the third? No, Zhao's gonna take it, but the Stoneform is gonna come out. Explosive armor's coming out. He gets the F. No way! Yak is gonna torch Zhao for this game 3. Oh my goodness. So clean. Yak with the 7 fees and going absolutely insane creatives.
Oh my god, I saw him looking up. I'm like, there's no way. I saw him looking up, and I see Mike try to do this in Aroma Yang against XY, and he nearly captures it. I saw there's no way this Wiz is about to connect right now, but Yak with a crazy game 3 on the Temi. Game 3 concluded. We'll be back after the short break for game number 4. We're back to the 2024 Shadowjade Cup here for the European region. My name is Creators, and we're here with the man himself, Raven PLZ. Raven, you had a crazy performance here from Yak, coming in out on the Temu with 7 eliminations plus a dub. Had some crazy highlights off that game alone. We see him coming in hot there with those Wiz, sniping from downtown with a Wiz to snag eliminations off of V2 Liam. We see him picking up those both eliminations there with a crazy last scrap off there, catching the Wiz off the hottie. Oh, I mean, what can we say? Right now, Yak is probably feeling on top of the world off of the game 3, and he has to carry that momentum on for games 4, 5, and 6 still. But needless to say, that was a crazy game there from Yak.
Yeah, you think Temmie is gone, and just every single big tournament, we see the Temmie come out. We see massive plays coming out. And leading into this tournament, Yak was looking super informed, one of the most consistent players in the EU, and finally all of it coming together right now. He's peaking. I know the rest of the lobby spectating that was definitely in awe at just how clean that last play was. And it's not just like that big play, just the consistent plays, multi-weight fighting, finding those last hits, using every single weapon in the game. Now, Pole Sword had its time, was really, really big going into Koi Cup. Everyone mastered that weapon because of Kalu. But now Fist Blades is the weapon to beat, but we still are seeing all the other weapons being showcased today. I thought there'd be a lot more Fist Blades, but looking at over the overall standings moving forward, it's going to be really, really close for everyone else. Not very close for Yak. He's finally put some distance between everyone. 8 points is a solid lead on second place. Wooey at the top. And this is what I'm saying, creatives. When you've been here before, the experience matters so much performing on these big stages. Those tight timings for dodging, those tight timings for those parries. You don't see that much parries going off because under this intensive pressure, your execution does falter, but not for these guys who've been these before. They thrive under these pressures. Wooey at second place. Taki showing up big in this performance. Ryomen at the top again. Last year, no one put Ryomen in the top 5. He ended up taking the first place on the back of his pulsar, and we're seeing him again show up big. Yeon, the CN player, just showing up to this EU, this last leg of this tournament season, showing up big in the top 5. Now still the heavy hitters, Zay and Bajin, not that far behind. Second place, 12.8, 8.5. We only got 4 points right here, and we're nearing that halfway point in the tournament. Still a lot of Naraka to be played, but everyone's heating up right now, creators. We're seeing those clean plays showing up. Yak, we got some Brandor armies earlier, but now we got that clean 3-piece bow shot in midair to close out this game 3.
Yeah, and now the name of the game for Yak is just consistency right now. Right now, he's posted up with 20 total points overall. He just has to try to stay consistent in his games, getting those 5 to 6 to 7 game score if he can. 7 is still a crazy amount, but just being able to pick up those points up on the board and making sure he can, keep putting up those points up on the board for himself. He has points to hit ticket. He can stay consistent in these last 3 games of the day. And this is where the pressure is starting to happen. Like you mentioned, Raven, we do have it super close there for that second spot between 6 other players, I believe. But still, I mean, it's been a crazy showcase so far there for Yak for game number 3. But it's not over yet. We still have 3 games being played out. We are going to take a trip back to Perdoria, I believe, for game number 4. And this is where it's going to be a sunny time map once again. And in our last 2 maps, we are going to be having nighttime games of the day, and this is where you start seeing those super aggressive characters being played out for a lot of players. I mean, still with how the meta is, we still have the super aggressive players like Keelan, Hotties, and the Liams. The Aquas is showing up. Thank you, Yak. I just gotta say thank you real quick, because if you guys know me, I love Temmie. I love Temmie, and having a crazy pop-off game like Yak just had for game number 3, it's a crazy showcasing right there. And I mean, it's still a lot of more Naraka to be showing out here for the EU region. We are just at the halfway mark right now. This is where if you're in the bottom side of the scoreboard right now, you're going to have to fully turn on to the match right now to try to contest that top 2. And if you're in that top 6 area, you're going to have to come out something a little bit more better for you able to secure that second to first place spot to punching your ticket to the J Cup. But I mean, this is crazy right now. All these players are putting their all into these games right now. This is the last big tournament of the year, potentially, if we have Astro Cup. But still, this is the big main one that everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to punch in their ticket to be able to compete over at the mainland. I mean, it's just exciting times. And, you know, right after today, tomorrow we have Trios qualifier as well for the EU region. And next week we have NA. So it's just a lot of happening currently here for Naraka Blade Point. And now, Zhao against Jack. And Yak might be eliminated off drop here for this game number 4 here, Raven.
It's going to slap Zhao off of him, but Zhao in 5th place wants his name up there, knows that top 2. Remember, guys, only top 2 get through. We're still playing for a lot of money and all the places laddering up, and we're only at that halfway point. So the dream is still alive for everyone, but now is the time to seize your moment. If you want to go to CN and represent EU, Dino with the weapon swap, dual blades and pole sword, going to be putting on the pressure on the Rex. Rex, no health to his name, gets the armor reset. Dino looking for an armor reset himself, but Rex is going to be able to ice off this pressure for now. Dino is going to catch up. Light attack's going to come out, sends the first focus attack, tries to turn it around. Rex tap dodge it away, going to release another one charge. Light into whole dodge through, is going to get the 1.5 parry. Falls off though, doesn't get the parry punish that he wants. And Dino with the pole sword dashing up parry. Wait a second. Now Rex falling down. LMB R&B coming out from Dino, sees Rex in front of him, jumping LMB's gonna come out. Rex gonna pop his gold F, a little bit of a panic option, but no grapples to Dino's name. Can he close the distance? Can get the armor reset though. All of the armors are empty, and it looks like Dino's gonna opt to take this bloom wire, take this reset, and Rex is gonna live to fight another day.
Yeah, Rex manages to stay alive. Did catch a common armor swap there in that scrap off after the parry. Zhao now trying to see if he can find another one on the board. Currently with 1. Zay eating up a lot of damage between Lexan right there. Lexan with purple dagger and Zhao with purple pole sword. LB focus there for Zay on the blue dagger. In the back end, we still got some pressure happening towards Zay's waist. Lexan choosing Zay out of the bunch right now. We have Lexan on the Matari. Tessa for Zhao. We got a Keelan ultimate invested here in this corner, and there's a lot of damage happening in the back end. I see it, but that's a crazy ultimate there from Zhao. Enchanted Lexan and Zay. Zay's gonna be able to pick elimination there. Picks up the soul bloom. Now the damage is gonna go towards Zay's way. No, has to have to stay safe off of this. Now Tizzy with quick R&B minks there off the halberds. Big parry here for Zhao onto Dizzy. There's gonna be a lot of damage off the purple pole sword. Stone form to avoid that damage. Now he's gonna get Tessa enchanted over this. Overholds. Doesn't get the damage in the back end. Now enchantment might connect pretty soon. It's gonna be a lot of damage. No, just the R&B focus. Back to back for Tizzy onto Zay. Another Tessa ultimate invested. This time around for Zhao onto Zay. And Zay's gonna fall off of this. And Tizzy trying to interact, but it's not enough. Overholding gets the damage. F called in there for Tizzy. Now Tessa beat Tessa. Tries to read it. We there off the Tessa hold. Now Zhao. And the follow-up R&B there off the light attack. And that's a big elimination there for Zhao. Staying up with only 2, but still a good amount of eliminations. Now we have Wooey against Ryomen on this side. Keelan versus Keelan.
Wooey, no armor to them. Ryomen, no armor to them. These two, both of EU's representatives last year, duking it out off spawn. These guys showing up big under the biggest lights. Same with Taki. Shout out to Taki, the GOAT of VODs. Taki with 1 charge in the tap dodge, looking for the trap, not able to get a nice 1.2 release, putting pressure under Wooey. We're gonna get the dash through, forcing out the combo break from Wooey. Longsword versus dagger, tough matchup for Longsword. Wooey can space out with the soul break, baits out the parry, going for the reset though. Nice calm, cool, and collected, but Ryomen on the outside gets the full reset, looking back in. Now Wooey surrounded on both sides, gonna get a max range bow shot from Taki. Taki showing up. Wants to close the distance. Combo break's gonna be back up for Wooey. He's safe for now, but Taki wants to smoke. Jumping back in, going with the double charge cancel. Wooey, gold F is out. Vulnerable to now Matari's dash through. It looks like that's Spinach jumping in with the fist. Taki, Spinach, Ryomen all chasing down Wooey. Can Wooey survive this? Jump parry's gonna come out from Spinach against the corner, and Spinach is gonna pick up a big kill versus Hex's Wooey.
And we see Spinach. Oh my god, big combo there happening in the back end there for Taki onto Spinach. And I was gonna mention Spinach. This is the second time playing Matari on Perdoria. Does favor the Matari on this map, as we've seen so far here for the Shadowjade Cup. Wooey, go ahead and take a resurrection to the soul altar. Spinner's gonna go ahead and top off that blue armor. Tacky in the back end, might start moving on in. See Spinach trying to retreat. First Realm of Yang about to spawn pretty soon. We got Yak going at it against Rex this time around. Both shot connects there for Rex onto Yak, and Yak loses all that armor. Trying to see if he can find an armor reset somewhere. None available so far in this area. I believe all these armors were taken earlier between the early fights of Rex, and Dino as well in the mix. Got a full reset here for Yak on the Hottie. Trying to see if he can still continue his scalage. We got Dino backing on off. Rex as well. Might want to get active against Yak pretty soon as well. We got the bell call in. Yak now with the information. Sees 2 players are up in his area. Does not want to get third party in this situation right here. Believe already got eliminated in the beginning of the game, so he needs to play a little bit more conservative going inside this Realm of Yang, trying to make sure he can secure his scalage off of this. Has the armor advantage for the Realm of Yang against a lot of players right now. I currently only see blue, so still trying to get active against Rex. We see him grappling on in. We got BG lurking in the outskirts of this area as well. He's gonna go ahead and overhold. Doesn't send it early. Both shot connects there for Rex as well. 1-2 catches the dodge back there. LMB focus does not connect. Nice little weave there from Rex to avoid the purple frame off those fist blades. Now created some space. Jack's gonna get called off of this. F called in there for the Hottie. In the back end, BG starting to move on in as well. Now a lot of pressure is gonna be thrown towards Yak's way right now, seeing if he can kite the situation out into the terrain. Now we see both of these players getting real active against him. BG first one on the scene this time around with some dual blades in hands. He's able to have that tech chase potential there. Rex as well running out to Tizzy and Zhao in the back end. This could be back here for for Yak, but he's still doing a really good job staying up, using the scale rushes off these fist blades to try to stay mobile in the back end. Looks like Rex is to go ahead and probably lose sight of him because he probably just sees 2 players in the back here. That's a big period for Yak. Tries to catch the trip with the LMBs, but the F called in there for the Akos. Tries to read the F. BG now on the Akos. F on cooldown. F2, and looks like EU is favoring that F2 on the Akos is here, Raven.
Yeah, Vegine on the dual blades, looking for the lights. I think Yak thought Vegine had ult, so he doesn't invest funding. We're gonna go into this first Rumble Yak on the second per Doria Wooey versus Ryomen. Run back coming off spawn this time. Someone's not walking out of this arena. Ryomen, no armor to his name, gonna be scaling rushing. Hong Sword versus Fan, tough matchup for the Hong Sword. Nice LB coming out from Wooey, but the classic parry and the dodge on the F. Ryomen putting Wooey in the blender. Pops the ultimate. Slash is gonna be coming out. Wooey though, been here before, playing the Kylan. He's accustomed to this character, winning the Kylan Ditto so far, but the deficit is too much. He cannot climb out of the hole he dug out for himself. Ryomen is gonna take that Realm of Yang.
I believe it's Zay, Dino, and Ryomen with the buff off of this. Yak trying to fight for the Spirit Well against Taki. Matari, Hottie. Yak still in the mix right here, trying to find another one on the board. Currently with 1 for this game, but Taki is going to be winning that Spirit Well. Yak now trying to reaggress the aggression onto Taki with some pistol shots in the back end. We do see Taki with the blue dagger, Yak with the blue fist blades in hand. Taki trying to start moving on in. Does manage to take a full reset in for himself. Does manage to pop the powder there for Yak. Trying to scatter on out. We got BG going at it against Rex right now as well. In the back end, BG on the Akos. Do see him picking a little bit of resources here from this fallen body. Zay going at it against Tizzy. Rex starting to move on into the third party. BG is going to be the fourth party in that situation right now. Been buried it for Tizzy onto Zay. F caught in there for Zay to avoid the full damage there, but he is going to snag up the gold fist blades off of Zay's body. Since that'll be focused, and look at the damage output there off that weapon. Quickly taking off that armor there from Zay. Now the Kilo ultimate is going to be invested here for Zay onto Tizzy, and Tizzy doing a really good job. Kaiden is going to get clip off that third slash there though. Now Tizzy drops very low on this Tessa, trying to kite this out, but the final slash is gonna connect it for Zay. Now Rex started moving onto the party as well as BG.
Look like Zay is not gonna get the soul blue. It was stolen away from him, and Zay down to his last leg. Does have the million bucks. It's gonna fall. We're gonna get Bijin versus Rek. These two guys rivals the entire year. Akos Hold's gonna be popping out. what we got fighting with the classic matchup of EU. The Titans going at it. 1, 2, 3 gonna send out from Rex, stuck it against the corner. Gold F gonna be baited out now at the mercy of this Akros. Rex not gonna let him close the distance. He is gonna kite this one out, buy some time, but Gene opts to take the reset right now. Rex doesn't want to go all in right now, and it looks like Ryomen is gonna fall to a Lantern Scorch. Or was that? No, it was Wooey was gonna fall to Ryomen. Dino jumping in, trying to salvage this game, trying to get some loot out of there, but he is down to his last leg, and Ryomen's gonna go all in and pick up the kill. He does have that Vermilion's buff. He does come flying in, able to steal the buff. Ryomen looking like an anime character, flying back and forth, doing so much damage right now, but Spinach with the V2 teleport is gonna come flying in. Combo break gonna come out for Ryomen. Spinach looks for the dash through, is gonna teleport behind with that R&B and pick up his second elimination.
Oh my god, that was insane in that cave. I mean, those areas right there, the killing just looks insane. In those confined spaces, just back and forth dashing through with that Keelan ultimate, but Yak still in the mix this time around against Rex. And let me proud there for Rex. F called in there for the hottie to avoid the full punishment off of that. We got Lex and the BG still going at it as well. We got scrap offs unfolding everywhere. 8 players still up right here. Grapple and beats. And let me proud here for Yak. F called in this time around for Rex. Now Yak has the health advantage against Rex. Yak with full purple armor. It's gonna be a lot of ground to be covered here from Rex. He is gonna invest this hottie ultimate to try to retreat off of this. Pistol shot connects there for Yak the first time around, trying to find some more shots to try to continue his aggression onto Rex, and Rex kind of in this out, but Lexan has the information that he needs. You see a hottie flying on out, he has to call. This player might be weak, we still see him full aggressive hand, but he's gonna take a lower route there for Rex to avoid the full line of sight there from Yak on the top side. That's some good kiting there from Rex. Lexan now still on his trail, does manage to catch up to him, I believe, does manage to get the grapple stung on the backside there onto Rex. We do see him still with that Matari ultimate online. Lexan could want to invest this once he has that player weak. Now Yak gonna go ahead and collect some of these resources on his way to the action. Lexan still trying to full grapple on in against Rex. We got the second Realm of Yang already up as well, but lots of pressure happening towards Rex's way. Lexan does manage to just cut the chase off for the time being. Imperium. Yak though still trying to find Rex on the hottie. Looks like he might catch up to him pretty soon. Lexan could be posted up for the third party situation. We still have the aggression happening from Yak onto Rex, as we see in the battle counter on the right hand side. We got Gold Dagger in hand here for Lexan on the Matari, and now I'm gonna wait this out. Game number 4, 1 for Lexan. Lots of pressure happening towards Rexway once again. Yak trying to scatter on in. We're gonna have to wait and see who takes this second Realm of Yang right now. We do see Spinach already posted up on the backside on the Matari, pretty much just holding on to that Yang pass. Yak now getting a lot of pressure, and this is where it becomes a little tricky here for Lexan and Yak, because Yak is playing the same character as Rex. He is gonna be forced to pop his ultimate, and this could be bad for him. He drops even lower.
Second Realm of Yang coming out. Lex is looking at a good spot with his gold weapon. Rex battling his way. Every game has been an absolute slugfest for Rex. He hasn't had many things go his way thus far, but he's sticking in it, still in the middle of the pack. We're gonna get a Ryomen. I believe that's looking like Spinach with him. It is Spinach dropping down with the double hold, not be able to get it. Ryomen's gonna deny the damage, so popping his combo break. Matari still has her F up, threatening the uppercut combo. He is gonna get it, but soft true off the LMB stagger, not realizing it. Now it's Ryomen's turn. Hit him with the 3-piece big nugget. Now Spinach looking for his V2 teleport, not able to get it. Ryomen putting him in the car crash. No seatbelts allowed for this ride. Spinach does have the health advantage as the health gets traded out. Ryomen though, this last leg is gonna go for a ride. Spinach will secure the win over Ryomen. We'll get the two teammates, but Gene versus Zay in the other Realm of Yang.
Zay back with the gold fist blades this time around. Does manage to re-snag up his weapon for the first round. Be Gene on the Akos, Zay on the Keelan. winning this out. F2 caught in there for BG. 1-2 off the dagger, overholding. Does not get a parry. F caught in there from Zay. Oh, gets the stun back there. Holding the F there to avoid that soul break now. Akko's ultimate invested. Nice weave. Zay ultimate now invested here off the Keelan. B2 connects there for BG. Now in the corner. What's going to be the mix-up? Big happening. Big damage happening here for BG. Aerial RB does not connect off of that though. First slash connects there for Zay. Overholding. Weaves the V2. Now lots of pressure is going to go towards BG's way once that ult goes offline. And there it is. No more ult and now left for BG. Zay connects off the second slash. The third one as well. Big damage in the corner. You got to be real careful if you're BG here. This one connects as well. Into the back-to-back juggles off of that. And that's a lot of damage there from Zay. And that's a quick cleanup there from Zay. Waiting that Akko's ultimate out. And I'm going to take a trip back on that first Roman Yang. Well, the second Roman Yang. The first one we watching. I mean, there was a lot of pressure there from the Keelan. But spinach on the Matari, that's all it takes. If you're able to kite this out and sustain that Keelan ultimate with one F left, you can still get that prior off of it with the damage. And the Keelan just taking out that white health. It's just super unfortunate. And the Matari is just, it just showcases how strong she still is and how, I mean, she's just really good. The TPs, the F, you cancel the ult into the F as well. I mean, it's just an overall super strong kick there for the Matari rework.
Ew, Zay with the 5-piece versus Bajin. Whew, that was a close fight. Rex though, and Spinach duking it out. Rex gets no break every single time we're going watching him. He's struggling. Now he's getting all in by Bajin with this 4 minutes and 20 seconds Yang depletion. Man, I hate fighting in this building. All these little nooks and crannies. You get caught on everything in this building. Little ledges and stuff. Bajin got his work cut out from him if he hopes to close the distance onto Rex. Uppercut into flying LMB, gonna connect onto Rex, but with that fan, he's gonna be able to create some distance. Goes for the armor reset, but very, very dangerous position. We got Spinach as well here on the Matari. He's looking for those assassination plays. 3 minutes and 52 seconds on Bajin, looking for the opener, trying to track down Rex. Rex already with 3 armor friends onto his blue armor. Now Bajin getting smacked around. We see the likes of Spinach and Lexin, I believe, with the gold armor. Zay's going to be joining as well. 5 out of the last 8, all here duking it out, trying to find a kill. We have both Rex and Lexin down to low health. Stoneform is going to be coming out from Bajin, looking for that follow-up, but Spinach is going to take down Rex. AoE damage is going to be going down. Poison splash onto Bajin. Bajin still has to work cut out. Still a lot of time to work with. 3 minutes left. Will he be able to cleanse his soul?
He has a lot of pressure now in this area. Still, middle to scrap off Zay, BG. All these players posted up in this area. We're gonna have to wait and see how BG tries to bounce back off of his Yang depletion timer. Still has this Aqua's ultimate online to try to get active. We got Lexin now. And there's some damage here off the purple pole sword. Lexin, go ahead and overhold, sends it as well as BG. Clint comes off of that. F2 does not connect there for BG. Spinach, gold armor, Zay as well on the back end. Trying to overhold, trying to see if he can find another player lurking, but no. The pressure's still gonna stay in the same area. It's a very annoying area to move around, and we see all these players staying in that one area. Spinach as well, Lexin and Zay. 3 players still waiting this out. Spinach is gonna off to just go ahead and play a little bit of the outseers, repair his bow here. We got some musket shots flying on in. BG still trying to get active. Lexin in the back end as well. Zay, all players waiting for the aggression. And we do see Spinach is going to go ahead and get aggressed on by BG still. BG looking for the Matari in the situation. Seeing he can find this Soul Bloom in time with 1:55. We got a parry happening in the back end. Big juggles across the railing there onto Spinach. And Spinach still has that Matari ultimate. We got Storm Shot in play for Lexin as well, I believe. Now, BG needs to try to find this opening as fast as possible. F called in there for Spinach. F2 is not gonna, oh, I thought he did clip him off of that. He nearly misses that. Now Spinach loses pretty much all that gold armor with 1 block left there off the gold armor, and the Bane is spawned in the middle. Spinach is gonna get the damage off of that. Now we do see the F called in and the Matari ultimate invested there in the back end for Spinach. BG loses track of him though. This could be bad for him with 1:20 in the backside. We still got the pressure happening towards Spinach's way, I believe. Now Tacky starting to move on into the party as well. We got all these players posted up in this area right now, and no success so far here for BG with a minute and counting. This is not how you would be eliminated. It's super unfortunate here for BG. With 2 on the board, he still needs to try to find a soul blue to stay inside this game.
Yeah, this is a tough part for Pulsar. Really, really good if people are going to aggress you, but very hard to chase down. He's going to be able to dodge. Spinach's F2 gets to LMB. This is looking good so far. Spinach has been hit by the Moonblade before. Will it pay off for Vegine again? 40 seconds left. Vegine is all in. He's going to be investing his ult. He gets a nice clank, holding Spinach in place. Jumping LMB is going to come out. Looks for the RMB, but Kylan all coming out from, I believe, Zay is going to peel him off. Now, Vegine trying to run away from his teammate, but Vegine under a ton of pressure. Lexin trying to track him down, but Tacky coming out of nowhere and looking for the assassination play. Scale Rush coming out from Realman. Vegine dodging the whole lobby. Fade away. RB gonna be coming down. Everyone closing the distance. Realman with the dual blades trying to lock him down. Doesn't want to fall himself. Zay's gonna come down, dropping in with the focus attack. Vegine, last couple seconds left, and Zay's gonna pick up the last hit and pick up the kill. Oh my goodness, Zay is having a massive game for Spinach, able to survive and weather the storm. Also having another big Perdorio game, and the action is gonna continue for this next Spirit. Well, all 6 players descending upon this. Spinach is gonna be forced out first. Zay with the cannon, Ryoman with the cannon. Now Zay and Ryoman dancing with the dual blades. Spinach comes back in. This will be mine, he says, sitting in the middle with these purple fists. Zay threatening with the fan on the outside, but the cannon shots are coming out. Spinach does not care. He's holding the line right now. He got to be careful. He has no ult to his name. Lexin as well on the outside. Ryoma tries to sneak in, steal the Spirit Well, not able to. Now fading out over and over again. Spinach flipping his camera back and forth. He is gonna get hit with a nice flanking R&B with the Hong Sword of Lexin, but he is gonna hold the line, get the heal off, get the armor swap, and everyone's gonna scatter and get out of there. Nah, that wasn't me who hit you. That was him. We're out of here. See you later, Spinach. No.
He gets the White Tiger's powers off of this, and that's something as well that I noticed in the Pro League. These players are often to pick the fist blades in those Spirit World contested situations. As we saw there, Spinach doing a really good job staying mobile off of that, but now Tacky eating up a lot of damage. F called in for both Mataris. F power going towards Tacky's way, and the back end now has to try to scatter on out. We got the Bane now spawning once again. Big RB focused there for Lexin in the back end. He is gonna pick up the elimination there. Now Spinach trying to pick up some resources off of this body. Tacky is gonna fall in game number 4 now. Spinach with the White Tiger's powers, gonna go ahead and lurk around, winning this out. Gets the ult back online off that Spirit Well from earlier, and Spinach now trying to see he can get somebody very low in the back end. Lexin trying to retreat off the situation. They're going to be forced to play in the outskirts of this Bane happening. We see Yak on the right hand side as well, waiting out for the perfect opportunity to start moving on in. Spinach as well gonna go ahead and wait this out with a minute 45 left on the White Tiger's powers. Gonna go ahead and pick up the remaining resources there from the Spirit Well. But Zay, what a crazy game 4. And this is what I was mentioning as soon as we started the show. We see how close it is in the EU region time and time again. You can't count anybody out. All these players are on full max mode, ready to fry out and pick up those kills on the boards. And right now, Zay, I believe, might have 6 on the board, moving on into this end circle here for game number 4. Still with a potential to even match or get a greater set of eliminations than what Yak got for game number 3. Zay has the weapon advantage right now with half of lobbies. No, Ryoman and Lexin still with gold weapons as well. We got dual blades out for both of those players, and Zay on the fist blade, and Yak as well with gold dagger. So the weapon skeleton is all over the map right now with the gold rarity. Spinach trying to play the top side of this terrain. Lots of pressure still happening. Yak as well. Oh, we got universal slash that could come in handy there for Spinach from mid to long range off of that Jade alone. We got Yak though still with the gold dagger. Can't do a lot of damage off of that as well on the hottie. Spinach trying to get active off of this. R&B mixed there off the dual blades. Now He's gonna scatter on out. Lexington in the back end sees that player weak. Soulbreak in the back end does not connect onto spinach. Oh, big chuckle. RB down the cliff. Better back up. I have the dual blaze out. I could take chase. Does not want to aggress that right now. Say winning is out. Yak as well. Now we're gonna start moving on over to our last and final moments of game number 4. And I believe this is gonna be our first end game between the EU region here for the Shadowjade Cup, with a fairly amount of players still up right now. And we usually see it for the EU region. These players do like to stay up for that end game. And now right now we have a Matari, we got 2 Keelans I believe, and a Hottie in the mix right now for this game. So the pressure is going to be on for every single body in this lobby, which already has been happening. We do see now a lot of pressure happening, starting flying on inside the building, trying to get some sorts of damage onto Spinach right now. But Spinach, go ahead and kite this out. Cannon shots flying on in, and we know how strong the cannon can be, especially in these in-game situations. If you're able to get that burn tick damage onto one of these players, and we're starting to see this being showcased here for the Shadowjade Cup. Lexington besting the F. Rioman now is placed the center of it. A lot of these players are going to go ahead and start holding their ground, but these players are going to start forced out to the next zone, because zone 6 is already starting to spread right here, Raven. And I gotta ask you, Raven, who are you gonna give this end circle to? We gotta say, we got Lexi, we got Spinach, we got Yak. I mean, it's all powerhouse of units of players right now in this end game circle. Who are you gonna give this to right now for this game number 4?
It's gonna come down to Yak on the Hottie. Mataris don't have that verticality to keep them alive right now. If any of the Mataris are able to pour it out, follow the Hottie in the sky, but that burn damage is gonna come in big. On the ground though, the Kylands are just gonna lay waste to anyone who happens to touch this ground. Going into this last little leg, Lexington trying to keep his health as high as possible right now, trying to hold on to his ultimate so he can take to the sky, but there's nowhere to hide here. Flat ground, no outplay, no trees, nothing, just mono e mono. Spinach is gonna be flying through with the F2, putting pressure onto Lexington. Lexington gonna try to get a heal, put up his health. Rioman's gonna get his armor stripped. The rest of the lobby spotting out Rioman. He's gonna get fully locked out, and now popping out his ultimate. Everyone's trying to avoid the all-in from Rioman, but Rioman's not going to go out without swinging. Lexington is going to be a victim of this, getting absolutely destroyed, pushed into the zone. Zay is going to get suffocated as well. Rioman's going to pick up a kill onto Lexington, and now Zay forced to pop his ultimate as well. Zay, 3 people left alive. He wants to win right here for the multiplier, but it doesn't look like it's in his deck of cards. He has to take someone down. It looks like Spinach is going to be drowned right now. Spinach trying to hold on to his ultimate, trying to stay alive, but Zay's not letting him, putting him against the wall. And now Spinach returning the favor. Is going to invest his V2, go in with the F3, take down Zay. And now, like I was saying, Yak was gonna take it on that Hottie with that conservative play. Mr. Consistency himself, up to 2 kills and that first place, but 6 kills on a bunch of other players. Looking at the standings though, it's not looking good for the rest of the lobby. Yak is looking to secure that one of those top 2 spots. It's still a battle though for that second spot and a ton of money. Woo, creatives. The competition in EU is cranking up. These guys are definitely warming up. We're going to some end games now. A lot of big plays coming out from everyone. But don't go anywhere, folks. We're past that halfway point. We're heading into that championship round. Game 5 coming up after this short break.
are back to the. Oh, whoa.
Pause.
Got it.
You got it.
All right, we're back. We're back to the 2024 Shadowjade Cup Solo Grand Finals here for the European region. Raven, it's been a crazy sequences so far right now. We're going to take a quick look at the standings, and it might not be a big difference where everybody thinks. Look at the scoreboard right now, Raven.
Yak coming in big with another consistent play, 25.4, basically securing his win unless he has a goose egg here and Zay, Ryoman, Spinach have a massive game. He's basically cinched up his first spot, but second place still there. Zay, Ryoman, Spinach, Wooey, Taki, Yeon all battling this out right now. Just really close. Very competitive coming out from EU. Every kill is so hard fought. Now, at the middle of the leaderboard, Yeon, CN player, coming over, getting a taste of what EU has to offer. Vegine and Lexon having a little bit better of games, but still not having the consistency that they would like. Still, last two games, both of these guys still capable of having a massive game. We did see Yak come out with a massive game 3 at 11.4. So 11 plus any like 9.5, 10, that brings you up to 20, setting you up for game 6. And this is what I always say, creatives, game 5 is that championship round. Remember, everything is on the line for right now. This is for all the marbles. We're going to Worlds right now. Only top 2 make it. Now, at some point, do you just play for the money? I don't think so for any of these guys. This is the absolute dream to go out there to represent EU for solos. So going into the game 5 on this Holoroth, who is going to show up big and clutch up?
And this is right here, the question for Yak. You can't feel even safe right now. You do have a lead, but right on your trail, you still have 2 players very close, so you gotta stay consistent as he has so far. And Lexon already in the scrap off on this Akos. Once again, another F2 Akos. Tizzy this time around with the Justina, trying to find his elimination, is very low right now. Lexon trying to catch his elimination at the outskirts of Holoroth right now. That's a little kind of happening there from the Justina in the back end, trying to cut line of sight. Doesn't manage to catch the damage there. Looks like Tizzy is gonna stop the full wrap around, but the F2 does connect there for Lexon. R&B jump LNB finisher there for Lexon, and he's gonna pick up a quick elimination off drop here, being his first one to game number 5.
Vegine 1 HP in the dream right now versus Dino. Dino's gonna pop the gold off. Looks for the brand door with the R&B. It's not gonna pay off, and Vegine is gonna clutch up, sending him back to his next life. Rex, tough day for him, is gonna eat the EU soul break from Ryoman to the back. And this is what I was saying, under tough lights, who is gonna really parry under these circumstances? We've seen Ryoman throw the blues. We've seen him catch his classic parries. Oh, man, under this pressure, only certain type of players do show up, and Ryoman is showing up big today. Now Vegine with the 1.2 release on the long sword. Tough matchup. Dagger versus long sword. Vegine's making it look easy. You're going to catch that horizontal 1-2 overhold. Ryoman looking for it, not able to get it. Vegine's going to cover with the pop-up V2. Body ult's been coming out. Vegine activating his V2, looking for the stagger, not able to get it. Ryoman cuts the corner, getting out of line of sight of Matari. Now Vegine happy with his off spawns for gonna take that first hit kill, looking for a little bit of more loot. Here's Ryoman healing though, looks for the drop down, not able to get it. What in the... Gets the crazy teleport onto Ryoman. 1, 2, hold 3. Not able to get a nice grapple stagger to come out. Ryoman with the overhold looks for the release. Not able to get it. Gonna be spacing out. Now Vegine looking for the parry. Letting Ryoman know he's gonna be throwing those blues. Ryoman doesn't care. We're throwing blues. We're throwing the max range. We got the combo break though on deck. We're gonna take that dagger away. Get that out of here. Uppercut combo gonna come out against the corner. Ryoman wake up, roll, hold, half charge. Not able to land it, but now 2 players coming in with the third party. And it looks like Yak again comes in hot, steals the kill away.
Yeah, I see him running across the stream right here. I knew he was gonna pick up that elimination right there. Perfect timing there for Yak. Good starter here for game number 5. BG with a lot of damage onto that player, but unfortunate enough was not able to catch the last hit in. Ooh, nice little jump around that trap there from Zay. Now the aggression to go towards BG's way. BG now eating up a lot of damage there off that blue dagger. Gonna quickly lose all that armor. He's gonna be able to catch a common armor swap. Now Zay's gonna go ahead and invest this Keelan ultimate to try to secure the kill here. The first, that slash does connect onto BG. The second one as well off it is. Now BG trying to scatter on out in the situation, but Zay with tons of pressure tries to kite on top of this roof there with the head. Does get a little bit of stuck there, but BG staying up, and Zay with that ult offline now, and the kite is gonna go towards BG's way with 60% on this ultimate. Might have the advantage, but Zay still full chasing down. Oh my god, he does get caught up there. Now cannot be able to use these grapples, and a nice parry there from Zay, and now the elimination is gonna go towards Zay's way. BG is gonna fall with 1, and Zay, was that Zay's trap right there? That would be insane if he predicted it off drop right there.
Who cross up crouch slides parries? That is some weirdo behavior. What is that, Zay? Now Taki versus Tizzy. Tizzy needs to get his game going if he hopes to climb up this ladder. Taki needs to keep that consistency going, that clutch up. He does have the purple armor, wants to keep this ahead of Tizzy. Tizzy gonna throw the nice R&B from max range, but Taki with the fist, with punishing, sending out those focus attacks like hotcakes. We clanking, it doesn't matter. Taki is going to take these armor reset. Tizzy should keep up the pressure. That white armor not going to benefit as much healing up, but Taki does not care. We're just going at it. And again, we're just throwing the blues. We flying through these blue skies, baby. It doesn't matter. Overhold's going to be coming out, but Taki going to space it out. Down to his last little bit of stamina, not able to close the distance, but the Dragon Slayer is going to be coming out. Gold F is going to come out. Doesn't get the wake up coverage. Tizzy, does he opt to go in? He's going to grapple in. Taki still holding his ground. Going to cancel this heal. 1 hold 2. Not going to get it. Clanking with both of them. Tough matchup for them. Tizzy doesn't want to give this up. Nice grapple counter from Taki. He will hold his ground, looking for the grapple in, but Tizzy, tricky double hold dodge in, fakes the heal, but Taki was like, wait a second, my boy, I got you. We're not letting you sneak up like that. Taki still has the armor advantage now, looking for the follow-up. No grapples to his name. Oh, it's painful. We got get back over here. We're out of breath. Oh, where you going? No, go where you going? And it looks like Tizzy is gonna reset and get out of there.
Oh, Wooey falls. That'll be Gene Ryomen now in the mix. Trying to scatter on out. F called in there for the Batari as well for Ryomen. Ryomen now is going to eat up the damage off the R&B focus there. Crouch on the beat to the uppercut there for BG. Big damage onto Ryomen now. Hottie ultimate invested as well. Trying to scatter on out. Has the Plume Castle. Try to retreat. No. Trying to get active. Ooh, he's going to weave that first TP there from the Matari. The second one not invested there from BG. Still trying to find some line of sight. He's going to get punished for grappling on in. Now Ryomen be able to continue his distance here into Plume Castle. BG's gonna cut the chase for the time being. Ryomen as well is gonna go ahead and pick up some resources here. Running low on heals, is gonna be able to top off the health here for himself. Rex in the back end, Tizzy as well still in the mix at Plume Castle. Rama Yang post up already there for Rex. Taki against Lexan this time around, and Lexan already has gold weapons, has gold dual blades on the Akos. Oh my god, the leap into the parry there for Lexan onto Taki now. Pat's still going towards Taki's way, has V2 on the Liam now. F2 called in for Lexan, is gonna be snagged up. No, the V2 connects there for Lexan onto Taki now. No more ult invested here for Taki. He's gonna be going inside the realm of Yang. Now spinach against Taki for this realm of Yang. We have a Keeling V Liam for this side. Taki with blue fist blades. Not sure what Spinach has on the other side, but this is gonna be a close fight. And once these ults come online, it's gonna be a toss up. We have Taki now. Sending R&B focus. Nice weave there from Spinach. Overholding on the halberds. Doesn't let loose now. Trying to find an opening. Since they'll be focused now. F caught in there for the Liam. F on cooldown. Looks like Spinach can go inside for the Brawl if he's able to catch it here onto Taki, but Taki with that crazy weapon, the fist blades, he'll be able to create some distance off of this. Sends it. No, he's gonna be able to weave it as well. 1-2 minks off of this. Parry baits on. No problem yet. Now Liam ultimate invested off of this. Has to be rare that the V2 is up. Now R&B focus into the V2 there. Now what's gonna be the mix up here for Taki overholding? He's gonna be able to get 2 off of this. Back to back R&B focuses to the R&B. Oh my god, to the restand off the V2. And Taki coming in high here. Back to back as well. And that's a crazy showcases off the V2 Liam right there. He is gonna win the realm of Yang. Get that weapon upgrade as well.
Back looking like Ash Ketchum with the Pokemon tech, hitting him with the fan double P's. Now we got Dino versus Rex. Rex, long day for my friend. Dino is gonna take it down. You see Dino happy, elated, getting this realm, getting that nice purple armor and the gold weapon. Can Dino turn this around? Climbing up the leaderboard. Zhao, Lexin on the outside. Vermilion's buff. It looks like Lexin is going to pop on that no ult zone. Wants to go mano a mano versus this Kylan. Runs up, gets the F2, forces out the combo break. Now all neutral, baby. Half charge gonna be coming out. Zhao going for a ride, set against the wall. Gonna get a nice wake up though, clean, getting out of here. Gonna try to reset on the outside. Let ults be coming in. Lexin is gonna be jumping down the beat to try to deny the light attack. Not able to 1, 2, 3 enjoy it. And Lexin is gonna close it out with a follow up. The S tier 1 to 3 on the dual blade, showing up big today. 10 people alive though. Ryomen does have a bounty on them. It's gonna reset, chill out over here. We got Yak keeping up the pressure. Long day for Rex. Every time we're looking over him, he's looking at low health. He does have his ultimate up. Yak though gets the armor reset, is gonna eat a nice slash coming out from Rex, but Yak picks up a different armor with no health to his name. Rex, if he shows up, he can possibly get the kill. Unlucky for Rex, but looking at Yak, we got 2 kills to my guy's name. This is game 5. He has a massive lead on everyone else. He's going to China. This is just a victory lap for my guy. Really stellar play from him. Just super consistent play. Playing this Plume Castle, able to ice off, pick up his fights correctly, but Rex still battling, wants his way to CN. I know you got your ride there, Yak, but I need to be sitting next to you. He's hitting him with the light attacks. F's gonna be coming out. Nice armor reset coming out from Yak. Parry comes out from Rex, puts him against the wall. What we got for us? 1, 2. Wall is gonna save Yak. Yak's gonna get up there, look for the nice armor reset, but Rex is hot on his heels. Sliding uppercut's gonna come, looks for the scale, not able to get it. LMB's gonna come out, and Yak will fall to Rex. How many kills we got for Rex?
I don't know how many kills Rex had there, but it's still top 9 right now. Off of that with 2 elimination there for Yak. This could be a catch up here for Zay, and I believe I can't think of the third person right now. There was another player, Ryomen, with the same amount of points as Zay. This is to be a nice little run for them to try to close out that distance between Yak right now. Spinach now against Zay. Zay with 1 currently. He's gonna go ahead and invest his Keelan ultimate. Catches the first dash there onto Spinach. Spinach trying to tap dodge away. Does get caught off the second as well. With no online, this could be bad for him. Gets caught up in the backside as well. Spinach now is gonna eat up all the damage as well. And Zay now with 2. Not afraid of popping that ultimate, and we've seen this from him all day long. Investing that ultimate to secure those eliminations, and it has been playing out very well for him. Taki now is going to fall against Ryomen as well, and that's 3 for Ryomen. This is what I was talking about right now. This is 3 for Ryomen, 2 for Zay now. Closing out the distance, have caught up in elimination wise onto Yak off of this game so far. Ryomen with 1 extra 1. Lexin now on the Ballista Tower as well against Ryomen. Looks like Ryomen does want to post up on the top side, and Lexin on the Oculus has been a big problem to a lot of these players so far. Looks like he is going to go ahead and kite this out. Lexin still wants to get active, trying to close out the gap distance here in the score department for himself. On the gold dual blades, got there before first round, so it's a nice set of weapon there for himself off of game 5. Looks like we got Rex still trying to get active with 1 on the board currently here for game number 5, and he is going to be throwing his attention on over to Zay. Oh my god, what a jump period there from Rex onto Zay. Does manage to use the F there, re-pick up his dagger as well. We see him does manage to keep the weapon off of this alone, and Rex wants to get active in this situation right now, trying to see if he can find another one on the board for himself. And this is, I think, Rex's favorite character so far, so these games have to count for him. But on the backside, we have Zay on the Keelan as well. We have another player showing up, Dino, moving on into the party this time around, trying to see if he can try to contest this Yang pass, and it looks like Zay still has it in his hands currently, so he is going to go ahead and kite the situation out as long as possible. Does eat up the damage off the R&B focus. Rex has to have to stay safe for a little bit. I'm not sure what's the timing here for Zay to try to kite this out, but this could be bad if he falls. He needs to try to stay alive right now. Loses all that armor. Does manage to get out the Yang ring as well, but Rex now quickly invested his Keelan ultimate to try to see if he can pick up the elimination off to Zay. Trying to find the first slash. Does manage to do so in the corner. He eats up 2 times 3 as well. Back to back to back. And that's big damage there for Rex, and it looks like Zay is gonna fall for game number 5, and that's super unfortunate for him right there.
Tough break from my boy Zay. Rex recognizing the walls there to assist him with there, and hits him with a 3-piece chicken McNugget, dipped him in the sauce and everything, and Zay is falling right now. It's gonna come down to game 6 for him, but first Tacky and Zhao still in the run for it. Tacky looking for that second place, the miracle run for him. He is have to fade through this Kylan all first, going for a ride. We still got that Pokeball on deck, though he commits to an animation. GG. We got the 1 heal off. Nah, 1, 2.
GG.
Zhao will fall to the Pokemon Master himself, Tacky. Sorry, Zhao. V2 Liam, just a new flavor in the meta right now. Right before this tournament too, a giant change in the meta. Not everyone adjusting for this, and we're gonna get Lexin versus Dino. Dino gonna be popping off the heel versus Lexin on the Akos, up to 3 kills right now. Will he be able to make it 4, or will Dino be able to get some more value off this hottie? The pulse sword's gonna be coming out. 9 pulse sword dash is gonna come out. Tough break. Can Dino fade this Akos ultimate? Will Lexin overextend here? Akos omnidirectional tiger is gonna be coming out, keeping it simple. 1, 2. Puts down Dino, and Lexin will jump up to 4 kills, plus the gold armor, plus the gold weapons. It's looking good for my boy.
Yeah, that's a nice elimination there for Lexin. Like Raymond just mentioned, that's 4 on the board now. Tacky against Zhao in the outskirts of the map right now. Fist blades in hand for Tacky, staff in hand for Zhao. Now the weapon rarity is going to go towards Zhao's way, but Tacky still with purple rarity on those fist blades can do a lot of damage. F called enter to avoid the parry. There's going to spin back the R&B focus there off the fist blades. Now going to go ahead and invest this ultimate right so far, catches it, and this is going to be elimination here for Tacky once again. And this is very interesting to see. And you know, I'm fairly new to watching the V2. We've been watching the V1 for quite some time now, and you know, I did not know you can get the double RBs. I knew you can get the double RBs off the fan, but I didn't know you could get the resend with the second Pokeball there to confirm pretty much 4 back-to-back RB focuses off the fan, which is insane. The other that we saw Mike using the V2 as well, and he was just letting loose those focus attack, and regardless he gets parried, he gets the free V2 off of that as well. So the V2 has some really good mix-up. Yeah, it's avoidable, but it does have some good mind games between these players. And, you know, Tacky's showing up here, using it, seeing that you can catch those 4 R&B focuses off a fan alone. Now, Rex with a massive jump pair here onto Dino. Dino's going to be forced to pop this ass, trying to retreat. Both ults online for both of these players. Now, what's going to be the mix-up here for Rex and Dino? We got another player showing up in the back end. It's going to be Yak, I believe. And we have Tizzy as well. Lex is starting to move on in. Lots of pressure is going to start happening. No, Yak is already limited. Sorry, Ryomen's in the mix. We got Rex now trying to kite this out situation right now. We got a lot of pressure now happening towards Rex's way out of the bunch, trying to see if he can scale around and try to see if he can move around this area. But Dino, first one on the trail, might catch up him pretty soon. There it is. The pulse is out here for Dino. Doesn't get the first hit off, nor the second. Rex doing a really good job staying out of line of sight. We got a lot of players might start moving on in pretty soon as well. Dino overholding, sends it. F caught in there for Rex. Shots very low, and this could be bad here for Rex. We're currently 2 on the board. Trying to swap on over to the pulsar. He's gonna go ahead and invest the healing ultimate here. Does connect off the first one. Dino is gonna go ahead and just wait for this ult pop here in just a second. He's gonna invest the F, try to avoid the second slash. Connects off the second, the third now. No, he's gonna go ahead and invest the Hottie ultimate this time around. Rex is gonna try to retreat off of this situation. Lexin though, look at him staying in the distance, waiting for these ults to go offline. Now Rex with his ult offline. Lexin in the back end is gonna go ahead and create this his attention onto the Rex pretty soon. We see it here. Pistol shot starting to fly on in. F2 avoidance there for Rex. Now F called in for Rex. Now he got to be real careful here. He has a lot of pressure happening to the RB focus, and Lexin with another one on the board. And this is massive here for Lexin.
Long day for Rex. He just can't catch a break, but massive game going out for Lexin right now. He's gonna be climbing up the leaderboard now. Dino, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, needs to catch a soul wound, but Lexin has another Informer. Dino fighting back though. He will not go quietly. Gonna get a parry, forcing out the Aggle zone. 52 on Dino's ultimate, the last leg alive. Can he find his way out of here? Overhold's gonna come out. He tries to throw a blue, but there's nothing he can do. Ballistic shots are gonna come out. Lexin has to dodge, has to get out of here. big shots coming out from Tacky. This wall providing just a little bit of coverage, but Tacky's gonna activate now. Last 1v1 for game 5. Tacky up to 3, Lexon I think up to 5. This would be a massive game for either one of these gentlemen. Lexon looking for the scale, but doesn't have ultimate's name. Tacky about to get the Pokeball back online. The Pokemon Master. Will Lexon be captured just like everyone else? Tacky with the Pulsar double hold dodge and into the parry. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Jumping LMB gonna confirm. F2 with the uppercut. F break gonna come out from Tacky. No more combo break for him, but Tacky still has the ultimate. Gonna switch over to the fist. Lexon fading out, trying to trap this stamina, not able to. Lex.
Oh, no.
Tacky has the Pokeball out. He's trying to capture Lexon, but Lexon is a fast Pokemon. He's moving. He's zooming. The zoomies are engaged. He's trying to dodge Tacky, but Tacky with the fist trying to capture him. Gets him in the corner. Does he switch over the fan? No, he's just gonna keep it simple. Army's gonna come out, jumping LMB. F2's gonna come out, cross up into the parry, into the Pokeball again. Army's gonna come out, big damage, but the damage is not enough to finish Lexon, but the double hold dodge LMB will close it out. Tacky is gonna clutch up game 5 with a first place and 4 kills. Massive game coming out from Tacky, and Lexon with 7. Oh my goodness, Lexon was so close to getting a 10-point game right there. 7 kills though, has to be feeling good from that. It's gonna put him in striking range for Worlds. He's gonna need another back-to-back there. What a crazy game for this game 5, Kratos. We will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. Game 6 is coming out. Top 2 go to China. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2024 Shadowjade Cup Grand Finals here for the EU region. My name is Creatives, and we're here with the man himself, Raven PLZ. 5 games down, one last game to go, and it's starting to get really interesting, Raven. We have to take a quick look at our standings for the games, and look how close it is right here, Raven. Look at the differences now that has happened out for game number 5 in this. Whew. I mean, look at it.
Oh my goodness. Yak does secure his spot. He's sitting at the top of the mountain right now. Who's going to be climbing up with him? Nice consistent play for him. It's just going to be a victory lap for him. Who's he going to grief though? Taki, Ryoman, Zay, Lexton, Spinach, and Yan, all in striking distance. 20 points is that cutoff. Now Taki's been consistent all throughout the day. 4.5, 3.5, 3.5, 1, 7.8. Massive clutch shot for him, showing everyone he is the Pokemon man master. And we're seeing big clutch up combos. Yak with the nice 3-piece bow shot. Taki with the double fan Pokeball, sending everyone griefing. Tough break for Bajin and Rex, both some of the best duelists. Every single top player will all admit in Zero Man, Bajin and Rex are the absolute killers today, but still they can't get it going right now. They can't find the kills when everyone in this lobby is an absolute demon. It is very, very hard to win. Now Wooey started out the day very fast, nice and strong, but the last 2 games haven't gone his way. At 12.8, his dream is still alive to go for souls. He still has trios technically, and HX on the trio side, definitely one of the favorites, but he's still not down and out. We can bring this back with a massive 11-point game just like Yak. Most of these players all can have that massive game, so going into the clutch round, we were over that championship round. Lexton, Taki having those big champion moments, setting themselves up for this clutch round. There's going to be so much drama going into this last game. Now, last game is always very volatile, Kratos, because a couple players who are at the bottom, they're for sure all inning. They're going to try to get what they want, but for the top 8, everything is on the line. Remember, guys, only top 2 get to go through. Who are your favorites going into this, Kratos? It's tough to call.
Man. Yeah, it is. It's really tough to call right there. You see 2nd through 6 just very consistent in the point department, and all it takes is one pop-off game. And I mean, we've seen it from different characters time and time again. Yak with a crazy game 3, and now Lexton coming in hot with a 9-point game for game number 5. It's just, this is where, you know, this is where champions are made right now. It's super close from 2nd to 6. So whoever's gonna come in hot here for game number 6 to try to secure that 2nd place spot, and Yak just being able to stay up and make sure he doesn't get taken out fairly early. I believe even if he gets taken out early, he still has a decent amount of lead, so he kind of solidified his ticket. There's still a possibility that, you know, he just dies off drop and doesn't get anything, but, you know, still it's super close for the 2nd place spot right now. I don't know, Raven. It's gonna be super close. I don't know. For some reason, I don't know why. I feel like Zay's gonna do it. I don't know why, but he does it time and time again. You know, buzzer beater, 3-point shot. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and say Zay. I don't want to cast a curse him, but, you know, I don't know. It's a toss-up. It's really a toss-up. Whoever is feeling themselves for game number 6, and I don't know, man. We're going in over to our last and final game. It's going to be a Firefly map as well. I'm very curious to see how the hero picks are going to go. We saw some very interesting things there from Taki off the V2, Liam. Just having a fan in hand, being able to restand and getting 4 free focus attacks off of that. I did know about, you know, getting parried and catching them into the Pokeball, but I mean, still, like, it's still, the sky's the limit still with that V2, and it's fairly new. And like you mentioned right before the break, we are going to start seeing that V2 a lot out, but here we go. We are on our way to our last and final game of the EU Shadowjade Cup. Zay starting off hot here against Dino, has some fairly low, and it looks like Zay's going to be playing Temi here for game number 6.
Ooh, big clutch up from Dino, able to get that scale rush, finding the stagger on to Zay. We heard slaps loaded in right there. I was like, who's getting slapped right now?
Yeah,
it's my boy. My boy Zay getting slapped up by Dino off spawn. We got a 2nd life right now. Will Zay be able to clutch it up? I think Zay, I don't know how hungover he was from previous night. He has to hit that sweet spot for that perfect amount of zest and aura, you know. But Bajin gonna come in onto Dino. We're gonna be going over to the money spot. Tizzy, Wooey, and Zhao battling it out right now. Wooey in this meta right now, but Tizzy looking for that flank. Wooey does not care. We're in there. We're looking for that parry right now. Zhao's gonna go with the overhold. Gonna get the nice juggle. Will Tizzy be able to get the kill? No, Zhao is gonna be able to pick it up, and now Zhao under a lot of pressure. Doesn't get the soul blue and is gonna have to peel out of here. Can Tizzy find the kill? Kind of ladder up right now. Doesn't have a chance for the top two, but can still get a decent amount of money. Zhao's gonna get that uppercut combo. Trying to look for the follow. Not able to get the 2-1-1. Drop down from the terrain. Not giving him the look that he wants. Double grapple gonna come out. Zhao able to fade out, get that R&B going, is going to go for another drop down scenario, but not able to get it out. Going back to Ryomen. Rex. Who is going to take it? These guys all in the top 8, fading away. So much action going down, and we got Yak and Grief and creatives.
Yeah, he's applying a lot of pressure onto Ryomen right there. And this is bad for Ryomen right now. Currently in 3rd. He needs to try to survive and try to pick up some of these eliminations. Currently with none. He's having a lot of pressure thrown his way right now. Who's going to pick the elimination? It's going to be Rex from downtown with a pistol shot there. Zhao taking out Tizzy. And it looks like Zhao is heating up right now. I believe he was in 7th. But he can't close out the distance if nobody else has a pop-off game. Rex still in the mix. Yak trying to scatter on now. Has a lot of pressure now thrown his way by Lexin in the backside. And you got to keep your eyes on Taki, Ryomen, Zay, Lexin in the mix. They're super close right now. The eliminations go towards Lexin's way. Yak is going to be taken out here. Does have a second life. BG now in the mix right now. Trying to go out for the Akko's counter grapple there to avoid the pressure onto Lexin. But Lexin now getting quickly grappled there by that player in the back end. Looks like he isn't be able to stop the chase for now. BG now is going to go ahead and lose a little bit of the line of sight. But Lexin is going to go ahead and showcase once again where he's at. He is going to get the pressure thrown his way once again on the Tessa. Rex is going to stop the aggression for now. Waiting out for the perfect time to start moving on. And as we see him already trying to find the eliminations on the board. This is very close right now. We got Lexin trying to get active right now. He knows he has the duty that he needs to try to pick up his elimination. Triple dad dodges out, but BG now is gonna get caught up off the Tesla ultimate. He's gonna use this Hottie ultimate to try to create the space. You see him going up high here to make sure he can avoid the damage here off the Tesla enchantment. No pressure. Oh, he does clip him into the back-to-back RBI for both players right there. That's a lot of damage, BG. This could be bad for him. And he'll pitch a shot there from Rex. He does pick up the elimination there. Overholding RB focus there for Lexin now. Akko's ultimate back here for Rex. Nice weed. Times 2. RB power off of this. Nice long sword combo off of this. RB. Jump LB. Jump LB. That second one doesn't connect though. Gets to 2-on-1. Lots of damage. That's ultimate invested times 2 now for Lexin. Now trying to wave. Roll right back on in. Just roll. Now Rex might be cut off of this. Now the V2 does not connect. RB focus times 2. Doesn't get the uppercut though. Rex still alive for the time being. Waiting this out. Catches the leap into the V2. Lexin now is going to have a little bit of a health advantage. Pistol shots connects there for Rex. Now the health is pretty much even for both players right now. Catches the RB power once again. Lexin now with big damage off of this. He could kill RB. No, goes for the 2-1-1. F1 called enter for Rex. It's an RB focus for Lexin. Jump LB does not kill. Click comes in. And the RB finisher there for Lexin. And Rex is going to fall. And that's the second one on the board here for game number 6.
Let's go, Lexin. Nice clutch up, man. I was watching Lexin Zero Man today. He was throwing too many back-to-back focus attacks. He does cancel that second one. It comes off big. Almost drops the ball, going for that 2-1-1. Terrain griefs him. Now going over to Zhao and Spinach. Spinach had massive Predoria games. He's going to have to make this Morris work right now on the A coast. No ult zone, though, for all of these gentlemen inside the zone. Zhao been spacing out well all day today on the Matari. F's going to be coming back online. 4 players, though, showing up to this winery. It looks like we got Taki showing up. Taki needs a little bit of kills to secure his China spot. Zay as well. Second life. The pressure is on. First Yang is not up. So still, all these guys still have a second life they can possibly play. Zay, though, ton of pressure on him. Same thing with Taki, but Taki with the purple armor is looking pretty. It's looking set up. Slow and steady wins this race. 11 people alive. Looks like Zhao is going to cut noise. Wait to see what happens. Just so many people over here right now. No one wants to give up space. First Yang's gonna be coming out. Grapple vibes are gonna come out. Tizzy, no care in the world, needs to find some kills right now. We're gonna initiate the action, but he is gonna take an R&B to Zhao, ice off that pressure, and now multiple players are moving over to this next round of the Yang. Taki gonna get a nice bow shot onto Zhao, but Zhao spacing out. Today he's been impeccable with his spacing, as long as with a couple players denying a lot of the focus fire, but Taki gonna keep up the pressure right now. Zhao makes his way back to the buildings. Can he make it there? Has a staff, lunges on his favor. Double charge gonna be coming out. Sees the armors reset in front of him, but Taki looking for the charge, nice and patiently. Gonna get the nice ass parry out. Now Zhao under a ton of pressure. No combo break on. Matari's gonna go for the dash. Back to back. Gonna use all of his cooldowns. No more cooldowns left to his name. Taki's gonna pop his ultimate. Gets the omnidirectional tiger. He's gonna pick up the kill. And now Tizzy with the Matari ult as well. Who will take this? Taki needs to find this kill though.
Yeah, and that's super smart there from Taki. He played off spawn fairly conservative, and now you see the opportunity he was waiting for right now to try to pick up his elimination. He does pick up one. Now V2 to avoid LMB focus down to Tizzy. Now the ult is gone there for the Akos and the Matari, so it's gonna be a straight neutral battle for both players so far. F's still up here for the Matari. I believe that F is still up for the Akos as well. F1 called in there for Taki. 1-2 on the ground. Tizzy trying to get a common armor swap. Does manage to do so since the RB focus overholding, since the LMB focus. That's a lot of damage now with the health advantage. Big period for Taki out to Tizzy. Now he's gonna lose a lot of HP off the purple dagger there. Tizzy now trying to stay alive. Pistol shot connects to the back end. I think it was a bow, I should say. Now the Uncle's ultimate is almost back online. Half rage here for the Matari as well. It's gonna be a full reset between both of these players, and these players are still gonna go back at it. F1 for the opening here for Taki this time around. Tizzy trying to find an opening. He's gonna send LB focus this time around. Gets the damage. The Uncle's is gonna try to create some little bit of the space here. He's gonna go ahead and bait out the heal off. He's gonna send LB focus times 2. And now Uncle's ultimate investing once again for the Uncle's. V2. Oh my god, he goes into the lead, into the aerial RB, and he gets the damage into the V2. Bow shot nearly misses there. The Matari trying to stay alive. 83% on this raise. Tizzy trying to kite this out as long as possible, and Taki needs to try to pick up his elimination here. He is currently second going to this game. He really needs to snag this up. The V2 connects. He goes ahead of him into the V2. Big damage now, Tizzy. Now with 1 HP in the dream. Spinach picks an elimination in the kill field against Ryomen. This is bad for Ryomen. He's gonna have that Yang depletion timer, I believe. He was in third going into this game. Now the click comes in there for Tizzy in the back end. Tizzy's gonna lose almost all the HPs. Super one-shot. Taki needs to make sure he try to pick up the elimination as fast as possible before a third party starts moving on in. We should connect. No, F1 calling in. The Matari 2 now is gonna be called in here for Tizzy. Taki cannot find this. Tries to read the TP on now. Catches the LMB focus to the soul break, and Taki now with 2. And this is massive for him right now, setting up for this last round of game number 6.
Massive clutch from Taki. Matari, Tizzy overextends right there. I'm looking for the abilities, just trying to mash it in. He had the opportunity to take one more reset there, but he bets it all right there. It doesn't pay off. Taki calls his bluff, throws the focus attack, and is able to secure it. Now Ryomen, Yang depletion on him. He's gonna get that nice armor reset, saving it for another. Now Dino has his work cut out for him. He does get that Tesla ult. He wants to ladder up right now, but Zay coming in with the flank right now. Ult's gonna be invested by Ryomen. He's gonna send it immediately, just blind swinging for the moon. Dino down to no armor right now. Zay's gonna be putting on pressure. Gets a 1-2-3. Ryomen though comes back, teleporting, trying to steal up the skill, but the Temi ult's gonna be invested. F3 is gonna come out. Dino running away, but Ryomen accurately finds the F2, taking up the kill. Zay struggling to find some kills right now, but good thing for him. Ryomen, no more abilities to them. It's down back to neutral this cliffside, though. Tons of scale where it doesn't look like Ryomen wants to take this fight, wants to take the reset right now. Firefly's going to be on the ledge on the corner. Zay with the overhold is going to catch Ryomen reaching in the cookie jar. Get your hand out of there. You ain't getting this parry today. Rex, though, versus Spinach. Aquasol is going to be invested. Jumping out, getting the LMB, and now Rex gonna go for a ride, and the ride is short. He's gonna get deleted, but he does have a million spells. Gonna be able to fight another day, and it looks like Ryomen is gonna take down Zay, and that's gonna end my boy's dreams for World's second life. Gonna go down, but Ryomen still in the running for this second place. Ryomen, Spinach, Wooey, Lexin, Taki, all trying to make it out, and Wooey is gonna get parried, fighting off of Spinach. Both these guys fighting for this last spot to go to China.
The V2 there connects for Wooey. Spinach tries to read the F2. Leap there for Wooey into the air RB. No, the roll times 2. Spinach staying up, but the V2 connects the second time around for Wooey. Spinach trying to stay up. Jump LMB, LMB, jump LMB, air RB. Lots of damage here for Wooey onto Spinach. The follow-up leap LMB or aerial LMB off the Akko's ultimate is going to take Spinach to the soul to right. Still has the Vermilion's Birds by buff, so he's going to stay inside his game. But look who's posted up right now. Ryomen. And Ryomen got the call that he needed. He had that Yang depletion timer on his back. Zay moves on in and forces attention onto Dino, and there is where Ryomen capitalized off that situation, picked up the elimination, cleanses as well. Now set it up once again for this game 6 as well. I believe Lexin has Yang depletion timer. I think he died to Rex. I'm not sure if it was in the realm or not. We have to wait and see. We still have 7 players alive. He might have to try to get active. That is another player we have to keep our eyes on. Already with 2 on the board. He was super close as well as Ryomen. I mean, it's a neck-to-neck still currently here for game number 6. Yak just staying alive. He's playing the consistent game. He had that crazy pop-off game, and this man knew the assignment. He just has to live through the mid-game and make it to the end game and try to snag up at least 1 to 2 eliminations to secure his ticket to Worlds. And we see Spinach going at it against Wooey right now. 5th place in hand here for Wooey off the Akko's. Spinach on the Gohong sword with 2 currently for this game on the Akko's as well. We got a lot of Akko's to zap, but we got Lexin now showing up to the party. I believe it was outside of Yang, so he probably died to the Vermilion's Birds my buff, or while having the Vermilion's Birds my buff. We see Wooey now start moving on in. Big damage onto Spinach. This could be good here for Lexin. He can snag out his elimination. Going into the third party. Spinach trying to go for a quick reset, and Lexin quickly in here on the Tesla. RB makes sense. The 1, 2, 3 doesn't get the damage, but F2 called in there for Spinach. F invested there for the Tesla as well. Trying to stay up right now. Wooey waiting for this Yang to try to take it right now. We still see some pressure happening towards Spinach's way. A little bit of love tap to knock him off the ledge right now. This is going to be tons of pressure for him right now. He is going to be able to get a little bit of reset though, so he's going to go back to full health. Wooey does not want to aggress anybody right now. He wants to play the realm, so he's going to go ahead and take it. Lexin snags up this position as well, so this is good for Lexin. He just moves on in. He didn't even need a pass. He said thank you. He just goes on in. He is going to go inside the realm of Yang. We see here Wooey against Rex, I believe. Yes, it's going to be Rex against Wooey. We got an Akko's v Akko's. Raven, take it away.
One of the best matchups in the game. Rex gonna open up with the parry from the top ropes. Wooey with the classic 1 charge opener. He's gonna get LMB'd for his troubles on the cross, but Wooey popping the ultimate, gonna get the next stagger, forcing out Rex stagger. Now we got a spacing game going out. Wooey gonna fluff the heel, is gonna go for the stagger, but Rex is gonna respond with the tiger. Waits for Wooey's wake up, catches it, dodges it, and Wooey is gonna get sent down. Big clutch up from Rex. Is it gonna be enough though? 5 kills to his name. He needs to lobby wipe every single person if he hopes to go to Worlds, plus taking them first. Rex is gonna be a tough break for him, but if anyone can do it, he has the heart of a champion. Can he bring it above? Now Wooey did fall right there. Also needs to have a massive game. Has 5 minutes to go and find these kills. There are 7 alive. There's a decent amount of kills to be had here, but is it possible with how safe as everyone's playing? Now looking into the realm of Yang again. Ryomen versus Lex, and former teammates going to be going at this. This is for all the marbles, baby. This is for going to the Worlds right now. Sager's going to come out. RB's going to come down, and Lexin is going to keep his dream alive. Up to 4 kills on his strongest character on Tessa, and we're going to the last leg creative. The Yang depletion. Second realm of Yang is down. Who is going to clutch up for EU?
That's a crazy scrap off there between both of those players right there. That second and third, we're going at it. Taki now getting some pressure thrown his way. He does have the prize fall. Audio warning, if he does connect. I just turned the stream down, by the way. Rex, though, with 7 or 5 on the board, sorry, for game number 6. Wooey trying to cleanse his Yang depletion timer earlier against Rex. He needs to see he can try to cleanse. Lexin in the back end, though, posted up. He could be the potential 4th party in the situation here, and if he snags the elimination, he can confirm his ticket on over to Worlds right now with a massive game. Taki trying to create the space right now. He does not want to get lobby right now. This could be bad for him. He gets taken out because of the role of what Lexin is right now. Oh my god, prize fall connect there in the back end. nearly caught it, but the Test ultimate is gonna enchant 2 players. Not champion here for Rex. Who's gonna pick up the elimination? It's gonna be Lexin, and that's another one there for Lexin, and that's massive there for himself. Now Rex trying to apply the pressure onto the Tessa. Lexin trying to kite out the situation, trying to get that ult back. 1-2 off the fan. Rex though is gonna eat up the damage off the that focus attack. Big damage there in the corner. Doesn't get the bow shot off. He's gonna go ahead and just try to reposition. A little bit of reset for both players. Lexin's gonna scatter on out, and that's smart there from Lexin, confirming his elimination. He's trying to stay alive for right now. He is going to stay up for the time being. He is going to be staying up. We're gonna have to wait and see how he does. This is gonna be crazy game so far for our last and final game of the Shadowjade Cup. Rex still trying to apply the pressure. Ryomen, spinach with a bow shot. Ryomen trying to stay alive. 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Uppercut into the V2 there for spinach. Ryomen's gonna eat up a lot of damage. Aerial enemy does not connect. The F2 here for Ryomen. Trying to count his last life here with 2 on the board. Still needs to cleanse spinach though. He's gonna go ahead and take a full reset as well. Both players respecting themselves currently right now. And there it goes. Aggression now for spinach. Ryomen is gonna have the pressure thrown his way. Doesn't get full white health back, but now the F2 into the uppercut. Big damage here for spinach. R&B focus there from the Honk Sword. F2 called in for Ryomen. Doesn't catch the prio though. Trying to cut this out. Another R&B focus from Ryomen over Hogan. Now he can mix the health even. He's gonna get clip off the R&B focus. R&B jump LB finish there for spinach. And Ryomen's gonna fall. And I believe that might not give him the ticket there because Lexin's still up with 5 on the board here for game number 6.
Tough break for Ryomen. The destiny no longer in his hands. He has to watch from the sidelines, look at the leaderboard, see who's just doing well this game. But Lexin with the white tiger buff on the Tesla has 2 ultimate name, but Rex is hungry. He wants every kill left in this lobby. Lexin trying to avoid that situation, doesn't want to be that player. He is threatening Rex, letting him know, like, look, we want to go toe-to-toe. We're going to be griefing each other's game. We got the gold armor. Let's get these last players before we go at it. Lexin hunting it out. 7 seconds left on this tiger buff. Now, we still have the last spirit well to go. 9 minutes left. Yeah. 5 people left. We're going to be slowing down right now. A lot of action has gone place. We still have second place up in the air. Taki is still alive with 2 kills. I believe Lexin at 5, but Lexin's going to need this first place if he hopes to take it. He cannot just settle for this amount of kills. He knows this. He does go for the reset right there. Rex as well needs a massive game. These 2 players are going to show massive aggression now on the outside. We've seen Yak. I think Yak is still alive right now, playing low key. He's choosing somebody to grieve for this last little bit. Taki as well, playing slow and smart. Spinach was in the running as well. I'm not sure how many kills Spinach is up to. He was able to take down Wooey Yak at the 0 kills.
Smart.
Just
yeah.
This is Yak's main play that I don't think anyone has noticed. As long as he makes it to endgame on his characters that cannot win, he's been denying that 1.2 multiplier to whoever is doing the best, making sure that he holds his lead. This is what I mean by Yak's game is so much more clean. My man's playing 3D chess while everyone's playing checkers. I don't even think people know how to set up the board. My man is way ahead. He's going to be representing EU, but who's going to be deserving this second spot? Lexin going to get that soul shatter onto Spinach. Spinach still has that ult though. Lexin has to be careful. Doesn't want to get all in by the echoes yet. Spirit Well is going to be coming down and looks like it's going to be the Mystic Might. Will everyone come and challenge it, or will some of the players play this slowly? Risky. Who is going to clutch up though going into this last leg of EU's solo finals? Woo! It's real exciting, Kratos. I don't know who's going to take it.
Man, my head is exploding right now because I'm trying to look at the scores going into this game, and I'm trying to look at the eliminations. It's just a lot of pressure for a lot of these players right now. Spinach with 3 on the board. Lexin, though, he knows his task, and Lexin off drop got super aggressive opposed to Taki that was playing a little bit more conservative and picking those eliminations in that first round with Yang. He had a game plan going into this game, but for so far for Lexin, Lex, and it has played out perfectly for him. He has been winning his one-on-ones, and it's super massive for him. He was in fourth, I believe, went to this game, and he has covered that ground now. And now another player who started going online and started showing up for this last and final game has been Rex, and he applied a lot of pressure to that 2 and 3 spots in this game so far. And Tacky's still alive though on those Akos, and he needs to make sure he doesn't get eliminated right now. He has a lot of pressure thrown his way in the back, and we have a cannon shots flying on in there from Rex. Spiritwell is going to be contested here by Spinach and Tacky. Prize fall charging up here for Tacky. LB focus connect. Spinach is going to go ahead and invest his ultimate. He can. He wants to try to secure the Spiritwell. He's going to get the ult right back. He can get super aggro off of this. It's not going to bother resources. Gold armor. Give me the loot. I need it right now. Need to scatter on out. Lexon now trying to back on up. He knows he lost that Spiritwell, so he does not want to get caught up by this Akos ultimate. He knows there's going to be a second ult online as well for this Akos, but it's going to be Spinach choosing out the Tessa in the situation right now. V2's on in. Doesn't catch the prior off of that. Lexon doing a really good job using the terrain to his advantage right now. He's like a flying saucer just all over the place right there. He's just moving right there in the back-to-back of that ravine. You see him here using the fan to the best advantage as he can. Staying up. No pressure there from Spinach. He cannot catch up to him. He loses a little bit of that gold armor, but there's not a lot of pressure. He's still getting chased down by Spinach. Rex in the back end. Tacky, yeah, just playing very conservative. He wants to make it to that top one. F2's on in. No prio. Gets hit by the back of the wall now. Lexon needs to try to stay alive. F on in. Random Bane now. Now, this is where it starts getting a little tricky right here. You got to see if you want to get super aggro in the middle of the Bane. Now he's going to get enchanted. And this is where the pressure's on here for Spinach. Soul Shadow does not connect there for Lexon. He is going to get enchanted as well. RB focus. Cannon shots flying on in. V2 as well. Got to be careful not to get clip off of any of these Banes. Playing around and it stays up for now. Rex in the back end now. Starting to move on in. Trying to see if he can find some aggression onto. Yeah, we got a bow shot there from Tacky from downtown. He does manage to have a purple armor swap though, so he is going to go back to full health pretty much. Now the pressure's on. Spinach needs to be real careful in the situation. Rex is still in the mix as well. Going hung short of hand here for Spinach. Playing in the middle of the Bane. Oh, he's gonna get clip off of this. Big damage here in the corner. Now, no one spotted it. You see nobody with the aggression off, rip off of that. This could be bad here for Spinach, but he looks like he is gonna be able to take this full reset in for himself.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe Lexon was able to ice off this pressure. He has a lot of terrain to be working with. Nice movement coming out from the zoomies. This is for all the marbles right now. He's representing everyone on his team for Souls, an unlikely candidate. We all memed on Lexon to be last place for tournaments. My man is the heart of a champion though. He's showing up big on this last leg. Rex wants to find the kill right now. A little bit hesitant on the trigger. Yak is low. Gets the armor reset though. Left over by Spinach. And now Spinach getting reset. Doesn't get the leverage, the armor that he wants. And Lex is going to come flying in. He's sick of the one getting focused right now. You're getting focused now, he says to Spinach. Spinach trying to fade out. Light attack into the focus attack. Going out. He knows Spinach doesn't have any more ultimate. Blue buff is going to be out. Lexon chasing him down. Wants this kill right now. He knows he needs a big game right now. Tacky on the top row. Sees the low health. Wants to take this kill. Triple charge is going to be coming out from Lexon. Jumping LMB. Not going to be able to land it. Spinach does get the armor reset though, but Lexon got to hot on his heels. You will not get away from Lexon. The Soul Shatters is coming out. Spinach is gonna find a little bit of reset, a little bit of breathing room. He has a little bit of this fence to work with, but the lobby is descending upon him. Spinach, last leg to go to China. He wants to go back, but Tacky wants to go to Lexon. Tacky fighting for this kill for Spinach. Spinach with a Phantom Step, trying to find his way, trying to focus fire Lexon, but Lexon gets out of the way, keeps the action, keeps the lobby on to Spinach. Last little bit, F2's gonna come out. Who's gonna pick up this kill? Burn is coming out. Who can find it? 1-2 is gonna be coming out, and it looks like Rex is gonna pick it up with the burn damage.
Wow, big elimination there for Rex. The 9 eliminations between Tacky and Lexon. And that's massive here. Soul Shatter. F1 invested there for the Akos. F1 called in there for the Tessa as well. Trying to kite this out. Now Tacky's starting to move on in against the Tessa. And this is the top 3 going in, I believe, now with the standings currently. I'm not sure. Nothing's official, but the Tessa ultimate is going to be called in here from Lexon onto Tacky. In the back end, Rex applying lots of pressure there. Does not manage to interact there. Click comes in. The damage doesn't go towards anybody's way. F1 called in as well. The click comes happening in the back end. Yak now starting to move on in. He's trying to secure elimination onto Tacky. And Tacky draws very low. Pistol shots flying on in the back end. And there it is. Rex with a musket shot there. He's going to pick up another one. And wait, hold on. Is this possible? Rex Rex with another one. That might be 7 currently here for Rex, and Lexin with 5 though. Yak now, I believe, has not been able to catch any eliminations thus far for this game. Trying to kite this situation now. Big grapple bump. 1-2 there for Rex. Overholding. Since LB focus. Now he's going to clip off of that. RB focus connects there for Lexin in the back end now. Needs to be real careful so Shadow does not connect this time around. Now Rex still trying to get super aggressive onto Lexin. F1 Meave there. Now so Shadow misses the second time around. F4 calling in. Lexin trying to stay alive as long as possible right now. Stone Firm's in. Doesn't get any damage there off the grapple on the B. Uncle just been invested. Tesla's been invested there for Lexin as well. The V2 connects there as well. Lexin gonna eat a lot of damage. Who's gonna pick an elimination? Rex with another one. Now the last 1v1 in game number 6. Yak against Rex. Who takes this, Raven?
Rex has all the momentum right now. Yak just on his victory lap. He's gonna get pushed into the zone. Rex absolutely crushing everyone. His last moment, 8 kills. He needs this first place. He's gonna be climbing up the leaderboard. It's gonna be so close going to this last leg. Yak though he's not gonna let it be easy. He's sitting back. Nice grapple, musket shot coming out, looks for the one charge, but yeah, going for the whip punch with the fist. Nunchucks versus fist. Last focus attack, last fight of the solos here for EU. Rex is gonna do it. He's gonna close it out with a massive 9 kills. 1.2 multiplier. Was Rex able to do it? We'll have to see what the standings are gonna be looking like, creatives. Absolutely insane going into this last game for the Shadowjade EU Solo Cup. Oh my god.
That was a crazy game. That was an insane game. Rex heats up for game 6. Lexin with a ton of pressure. Tacky as well. Ryomen falls. Super unfortunate. He gets eliminated right before that end circle. Spinach was trying to stay up as well. I mean, it was a crazy showcasing for the last game. We're going to take a quick look at the replays though. Dino against BG. BG getting hit off that Tessa enchantment there. Rex as well now showing up. This was his first elimination of the game. Snags it up with a pistol shot. Now this was a big scrap off against BG. This was a 3-way scrap off with Lexin in the mix right here as well. Lexin and Rex were going at it for a very long time right here. Gets the final hit off the R&B. Wooey against Rex and the Rama Yang. The R&B finisher there for Rex. The overhold here off the F here for Ryomen. And Dino gets eliminated off of the situation right there. Rex here with the leap into the uppercut V2 onto Wooey in the second Rama Yang. And this was the last and final moments of game number 6. Rex with a massive V2 there onto Lexin. F1's on in inside the zone into the 1-2 for the finisher with 9 on the board there for Rex. I mean, that was a crazy showcase in there for Rex, coming in hot there for game number 6. It's gonna be super close. Yak played a lot more conservative for the last final game, which was super smart. He was trying to stay up. I'm not sure he picked up any eliminations in game number 6, so we're gonna have to wait and see how the overall standings look. It's gonna be very, very soon, but we are about to see who is our champion for the 2024 Shadowjade Cup, and it's gonna go to KFL's Yak being our first place winner, securing and punching his ticket on over to J Cup.
Who is the second place? So I was saying, creatives, that all of these guys can still have massive games, and looking at it, the GOAT Tacky is gonna take it by the 0.3 over Lexin, and 0.5 over Rex, and 0.8 over Ryomen. Oh my goodness, it comes so close for that second place.
Oh my
if Ryomen
god,
just gets that parry onto Spinach, this could be completely different. Ryomen could be second place. If Lexin is able to fade out, secure any of those kills, it could be Lexin instead. Tacky holds the line. Consistent play coming out from Tacky. Rex though, massive game. He shows exactly why he was one of the strongest solo players this year. Fights all the way to the end. This is heartbreaking for so many players. This was such a good example of really solid solo play coming out from all of the EU players. Everyone played their heart out, and it looks like the prep work of Yak pays off this year. Congratulations to Yak. Tacky coming out of nowhere, coming from Koi Cup, punches his tickets out. An unlikely player to show up big under the brightest lights. Shout out to Tacky. I always call him the GOAT for his VODs, but now he's one of the GOATs of solos. Congratulations, my boy. To all the BW guys, you guys played out your heart. Good try to all of you guys, and to everyone else, man, what a spectacular display of skill today.
Yeah. Big congratulations to Yak as well. Had that crazy pop-off game that just set him up for the rest of the tournament. We saw him just playing a lot more conservative. He was making it into those in-game circles time and time again, staying up, make sure he doesn't die in that mid-game where a lot of players fall. He was always up there. It was just an insane run there from Yak. And oh my God, the 2nd through 5th was so close. And I believe Rex going into game number 6 was around 10 to 11 place. He had a crazy run going into this last final game, and he almost got it done by 1 kill alone. I mean, it was a super close Reomen as well. Lexan, oh my, I mean, you got to go back and watch this back, how close it was and how crazy these matches happen. I mean, one game we had a pop-out player, another game another pop-out player, and just making sure the scores are overall super close between it. But our 2 players here for the EU region are going to be Yak and Taki, going on to World to represent the EU region to try to see if they can take a chip home. And now I would love an outer region to try to see if they can try to contest Worlds from Mike. I mean Mike, the GOAT. I mean, you gotta really lock in there. But still, crazy run here for the EU region. It has been an insane time. I mean, Raven, I don't got much to say no more. I mean, that was insane.
Yeah, creatives. All I gotta say, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, all the players of EU. You guys played out your heart out. It's been a long year, hard fought. I've seen how much all of you players have grown. Overall, EU is definitely looking like a very, very strong solo region this year. And good luck to Taki, to Yak. Congratulations again. But that's going to be all for us, ladies and gentlemen. Semis are going to be later for NA, and tomorrow will be trios EU finals. Top 2 will be going to Worlds as well. Thank you guys for watching. For you guys all around the world, have a good morning, have a good afternoon, and have a good night, and stay safe out there.